want to...
Arise, minions, and welcome to unMadeGaming. We are here for the last stream of the year. This is a charity stream for Extra Life. We are playing the alpha version of Free League's brand new game, Twilight 2000, which is a remake of an awesome game from the 80s set in the World War III that never happened. So thank you for joining us here for this alpha playtest situation as well as for charity. As I said, this is going to Extra Life. You'll see down below in all the links and doodads, there is a donate section for the charity thing. Also, if you use the corruption bar, that bar will also go to charity, as well as on our Facebook, as well as going to the actual Extra Life page, all that stuff. You can type !charity in the chat, and you'll see links and all that fun things. That being said, every $100 we hit on here, we're giving away Sly Flourish's audiobook of adventures. We're also giving away some sweet dice. We're also from Easy Roller Dice. We're also giving away some sweet gift certificates from Die Hard Dice, as well as our very own James Intricasso's My Dad's Monster Manual, which is going to be freaking awesome. I've seen a lot of the playtest stuff, and I haven't had a chance to flip through the actual copy yet, but I'm going to. It's going to be dope. That's it. That's all I got. Enjoy your time here. Do the follows. Throw money at us. It's for charity. It's for sick kids. Guilt your friends. And with that, I turn things over to Rudy to take us into the World War III that never happened.
Yes. Hi. Hello. Welcome to Twilight 2000, a military tactical style tabletop role-playing game set in, as Michael put it, World War III. Quick overview of the world. Starting in the early 90s, tensions began to rise between Russia and the United States. Russia began pushing Western aggressively and kind of retaking what was once part of the Soviet Union. America responded in kind, slowly but surely. A new president was elected. Sorry, Bill, no two terms for you. And he basically took the U.S. to war, and things escalated in the late 90s, and here we are 3 years into a major war. There has been one last major push by the US NATO forces to kind of retake Poland, which has mostly been in possession by Russia. It was called Operation Reset. It went bad. The US NATO forces lost. They were overrun by Soviets, and in kind of the messy chaos and confusion of being on the losing side, people were left behind. People were just stuck there, including our 4-player characters. Poland is basically under no rules. Civilization is broken down. Currency is gone. People trade in bullets for the most part. That's the running currency. So shoot them or save them. You got to make a choice. And yeah, so it's been 2 months since Allied forces have pulled out. All PCs have just been scrounging and trying to stay alive. And that's where we'll start. So let's go around. Everyone introduce yourself and who you are playing and what they are good at. Let's start to my top right, Sam Hunter. Pat.
Ooh, I knew I'd be first.
Oh, clockwise.
Sam Hunter's, well, she enlisted in the army because she had some concepts that it would be rather glorious. But now that she's in the thick of it, it's just hell. But you know what? Hell's fun. And she's big, strong, tough, badass bitch. And she's got a bigger gun than her own ego, which is saying something. Easier to kill as many fucking, enemies as possible.
Yeah. All right. Let's drop down to Bubbernaut. Who are you playing and what are they good at?
Someone infinitely different. Hi. I'm playing Rory today. I'm a civilian. I had an interest in journalism, but he wanted to define some of his familial ties to where his family was from. And it's brought him to Poland just before all of the shenanigans broke out. Not been able to do anything since. The lines have all been closed, and he's not been able to escape, so he's just trying to survive here as much as he can. He's a bit of a linguist, can speak a few different languages, which is probably going to be helpful. But he's not great at much else aside from empathy and just trying to get by.
The moral heart of our squad. That is Rory. Jumping across our Roll20 chat, let's go to James. Who are you playing and what are they good at?
So I am playing Aloysius Al Gilson. So Al is a medic. So he's very good at healing people. And he sort of has a bit of a, shall we say, savior complex. So he's in it to save as many people as he can, which is probably why his buddy is Rory, because I imagine that working with Rory, who's very empathetic, Al was probably able to convince Rory, like, hey, can you help me speak to people here, and so we can get around and help as many people as possible. So I imagine that's why he and Rory are pals. If that's cool with you.
I'm totally fine with that.
All right.
Nice. And then last but not least, let's pop up to Trooper. Hi, who are you playing? What are they good at? Oh,
I'm muted. I'm playing
Yes,
First
okay.
Sergeant Cassius Williams. I'm super old, 37. It's,
no, don't do this to me. Oh, this to me. Context is important.
Yeah, there's a game called A Good Society, which is, Regency, where he makes the joke that if you're like 37, you're practically dead. But in the military, you can retire after 20, which is 38 for most people. So like just 1 year away from retirement.
Ooh.
I know. Never good. I spent most of my career in special operations as a sniper. So I'm best at ranged combat and pretty good at recon, as a matter of fact. But having spent most of my career somewhere, in a ghillie suit in the middle of nowhere, just waiting to shoot somebody from long range, now I have been turned into a first sergeant. So I'm sort of in charge of people and, but speaking of, feelings, out of this whole crew, there's one person who I think has got that spark of what it means to be Strack, ready round the clock all the time, and that would be our young private hunter, massive gun, kind of a person that maybe they might want to think about going special operations in the future if we can get out of this
Hey, if we can get out of
situation
hell,
we're in.
I'll do whatever it takes.
And I will. My only job is to keep everybody alive and get them all back out of here. Because also I'm 1 year before retirement. So I mean, we just gotta get back. That's it.
I'm so worried about you. You keep saying that.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Okay.
How did I get here?
Awesome. I'm really excited. I did want to talk about tone just for a second with this game. So it is a realistic game. I just wanted to make clear though that this is not a game that like glorifies war. War fucking sucks. That is a very juvenile way to put it, but it is not about like how awesome war is. This is about the people that get stranded in horrible situations and the human spirit in overcoming those situations. So this is not like I just wanted to get that out of the way when you play games like this. Okay, cool. So you are all in the small city of, oh boy, here comes the first butchering of a Polish word. Kolis. There's an S and a Z, which really throws me off. But like I said, you've been kind of fighting against Russian patrols, fighting against marauders, kind of just trying to gather and scrounge. And in the past 2 months, you have been able to repair a Humvee, an American Humvee, and convert it to run on alcohol. And you're making the, you're making the final preparations to get going and try and drive west to German lines when you hear about a Russian push into your neighborhood of Kolists. So you are making final preparations when you hear walking down the road 6 Russian soldiers. So you have a choice to make. You've managed to get all the most important kind of materials and gear inside your Humvee, but now there's 2 things left and you have time enough to choose one of them. Rory has a dirt bike that he has. He's good at driving. He's a dirt bike enthusiast, which makes him one of the coolest people in the world. and it would be a great scouting vehicle, or in the worst case scenario, escape vehicle.
When you say dirt bike, do you mean like one with like pedals or one with an actual engine?
No, sorry, with an engine, with a motor, like a motor dirt bike. Yeah,
because it'd be funny if it were just
a bicycle. Yeah,
with
Crack
sweet
jokes on my
pegs.
Huffy, man.
Yeah,
Right.
pegs and stuff. So
No
it
room
is a
for one on the
two-person.
back.
Yeah,
He's a cyclist.
At the same time, you have your still, which you have been using to gain for fuel. So there's time enough, you think, if two people work on it, to move one of those items into the Humvee before leaving. And at the same time, you've got these Russians. And do we have our map up? Yes, we do. Awesome. You see them in the top right, slowly moving down the road. So what do you all want to do?
Hey, Tops, what's it gonna be? You're still with a bike.
Oh, let's talk about rank for a second too. Obviously, if you were in the military, rank is very important. You respect your superiors, but things are kind of in chaos. So it wouldn't be out of line for someone to be like, I'm not listening to you. Rank is gone. The military is falling apart. I'm doing what I want. I'm not to say that you all should act that way or anything, but if you run into other American soldiers, they might not respect the bars, so to speak, or the stripes, I should say.
Thank you. No bars, stripes. Yeah. So we have the choice between the dirt bike or fuel, correct?
Yeah, still, which will make you more fuel. You can scrounge for materials and convert it into fuel. Right now, so just more context, the Humvee runs on gasoline. You have half a fuel tank, which if you look on I think I can bring it up, the Humvee stats, you have 47 fuel units. It will... It doesn't run so great on alcohol. I'll just say that. It doesn't run so great, and if you run off-road, it's even worse.
Right.
So you can scrounge for alcohol, or you can take the still, and it'll be much easier to turn raw materials into alcohol. So.
OOC, I'm thinking we should probably take the still, because that is sort of like long-term.
There's a long-term
viability.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I also think that out of character, Rory, we may need you to drive this Humvee. So I don't know how much you would actually be on your bike.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, Rory's going to be incredibly sad about this. But I suppose if it makes most of the difference, then he will sadly let go of the dirt bike.
Okay. So I think what I would say is, I'm going to call you Novak. Novak, Gilson, get this still in. Hunter, with me, we should take cover and lay down suppressing fire just in case they get too close. And I'm going to pull out my sniper rifle and sort of like, because Hunter and I are just, because I feel like once we drive out, they're going to notice we're here. It's not like we're going to stealth out of here. And I think that if it takes two people to sort of do that loading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So should I just out of character question, I feel like Hunter would probably know this by default. I should probably be having my my machine gun out, presumably. We're not dealing with vehicles. All right, cool.
We'll talk about what happens when you open up with that machine gun, but let's talk about ambushing right now, because I think that's where we're going with this, right?
We're going for an ambush.
All right. Hang on, I do have a question for you, Top, which is, do we need to load the dirt bike if we could just ride it out along with the other vehicle, and then we could get both?
That's great, Gilson.
Okay.
Who's gonna drive the dirt bike and who's gonna drive the Humvee?
I can drive both.
So what are people's driving skills? Because I imagine we've been hanging out, we've been as a motley crew, not the 80s hair metal band, although also we could do that if you wanted.
I'm down.
It's the only CD in the or it's the only cassette in the Humvee is the Motley Crue's best.
Fuck yeah. I have a C.
You have a C?
I have a B. I'm a B scale driver.
Okay.
Yeah, I have an F and a B in agility.
Yeah,
so
we're taking agility into account as well for all your checks.
Yeah. So I think we like no Gilson, that's a good idea. Novak, when we are about ready to sort of head out, I think you head on the jump on the dirt bike if that's okay with you, Novak.
Don't have to tell me twice.
All right. Get this still on there. Hunter, with me.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so ambushing. So for most checks in this game, it's kind of like roll, and if you hit your target, which is 6, you succeed. Ambushing is a contest. It's a recon roll, your recon roll against their recon roll. So let's talk about how mechanics work in this game. The core mechanic is you roll 1 to 2 dice based on your character's attributes and their skill. So everyone has a rating from A to F that determines the die size of the die they're going to roll. So for a recon check, you will roll your intelligence, which is your core attribute, and your recon, which is this skill within that attribute. So Cassius, top, you are leading this action, so you can roll and it'll work for both you and Hunter. So what is your intelligence die and what is your recon die?
I have a D8 for intelligence and a D10 for recon, but I also feel like, let's see, I believe maybe Infiltrator will give me a +1.
So is that your specialty?
I have a couple. I've been in the military for a long time. I have a bunch of specialties. I've been in special ops for a very, very long time.
Sure.
I mean, if you have NPC problems, I'm there. Also, sniping. Just some things. Yeah. So I think that the infiltrator will give me a +1 to my recon.
Yes. So you have all those skills and things, but you're talking about a specialty. That's kind of like a perk or a talent. It might be called in other games. It's just like a bonus that is special to you, and in certain circumstances you can use. And absolutely, I will allow infiltrator. So the +1 actually bumps your die size up.
Does it really?
So, yeah.
Oh,
it's not just like a number one. It's a full die size. So your D10 becomes a D12. Pretty great. So you're rolling against their recon check. It's successes versus successes. So on a 6, it's 1 success. On a 10 or 12, it's 2 successes. So here we go.
11?
Okay, first rolling game.
Let's see.
Yeah, 10 or higher. 6 or higher, or 10 or higher, I should say.
Also, if we could, I would like us to be. I'm looking at our map. I don't know if they can see. Oh yeah, you can all see it. The map.
Yeah.
Hello, map.
Yeah.
I know that the farther away we do our ambush, the better our bonus is.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, your
10, 11,
number
12.
of X's away, 6 to 20. So you get another +1. So since your recon is already at D12, it can't go up any higher. So your intelligence would then get bumped up.
Great. And I think that we should probably take, there's like I don't know if y'all can see it here, chat. Oh, I don't think you can. But there's a little brown sort of broken thing over there. Looks like a pretty good cover. So if we could maybe, right there, maybe have one of us there. And it looks like there's like a little bit of a house down at the bottom center. It seems like a pretty decent place. We get them at 2 different angles. So I figure if we can get myself and Private Hunter in one of those 2 spaces, we'll get distance and we might be able to, do some murder.
Exactly. Top, you're a sniper, right?
Mm-hmm.
So would it make more sense for you to kind of go over here and for me to stay here with the submachine gun and
Perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll get myself up here.
All right, let's do it. First thing, it's a contest to roll off.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. They are on alert, like they're not like leisurely walking down. They know, there's enemies everywhere.
There's
So
always enemies everywhere.
they have 1 success.
I am rolling a, let's see. I think that is a new roll for me. That 12, that's a 6 right there.
So that's 1 success for your recon roll. And now your int roll. Is it 10? That's 2 successes.
2
Whoa,
so 3.
look at that.
So you both get into position and you'll have time to set up. So Sam Hunter, Private Hunter, you are our gunner of the group. Yes. So
Damn straight.
you have an M249, which is a light machine gun, and you have two laws strapped to your back and an X, which is a kind of a disposable rocket launcher. It looks really badass. But the thing about light machine guns is you can't like move and fire with them. You have to be kind of set up. So this is perfect with Top's directions. He points out they point out a specific place to set up, and you're in great ambush position. And these guys are continuing to kind of slowly move closer. I would have told Hunter to wait for my shot first. Gotcha. Sniper longer range. Yes. So they're going to be in two groups. So each hex represents 10 meters across, so you can have multiple people in a single hex. Unfortunately, I can't make the tokens any smaller, so I can't really get multiple people to fit in one hex. So they're broken into two groups of 3 though as they move down. So that's how we'll play it. I'm gonna fire on either group, and I will fire as far away as possible because my range is better than theirs. Mm-hmm. And it looks like, just in terms of their weaponry, we've got somebody with a law, it looks like. So these are just tokens. What do they got? They're mostly, their squad, they have mostly AKs. You do recognize one, RPK, M2, like a machine gun. They have an LMG within their group too. And you also see, there's an anti-tank person with a rocket launcher strapped to their back, also with an AK. Well, we're going to shoot that person. Because we don't need them with an anti-vehicle weapon shooting at us.
With a vehicle.
With a vehicle. I feel like that's not necessary. So once I see that Hunter has gotten position and we're both set up and we see the moving minutes, I'm going to set up, look down my sights, sort of assess the threat, find out which one seems to me the most... the biggest threat in this moment. Usually you just take out their officers, but at this point in time, who knows what's going on with them? And I will just sort of take the breath, right? Sort of set up my sights. Everything's all like, I've got everything set up, right? My weapon and I have been together for a very long time. And then I will take the shot at their biggest threat. All right. It's gonna be their law. It's gonna be their law person. And that'll sort of kick off our conflict. Now, do we get any kind of bonus for being in an ambush? So you get free rounds, basically. Oh, get a free round. Yeah, you'll both be able to attack, and then we'll start initiative. Sweet. Okay. Well then, to fire. It's my agility plus my ranged combat. Exactly. And I get a +1 for being a sniper. Yes. Which is. So I do have. What is the rate of fire on your sniper rifle? Is it sniper rifles have a rate of fire of 1? It's okay. 1 shot, 1 kill. So you get exactly 1 shot. 1 shot, 1 kill. That's the goal. One hopes that is what will happen. All right. A 4, no good. And a 9, so 1 success. 1 success. So that means that you do the base damage of your rifle. What is the base damage of your rifle? 4. So you do 4 damage. That is not enough to take down the soldier you were aiming at. But it is. Boom! The shot rings out. Very, very close. The shot rings out. They immediately dive in. Well, on their turn, they will immediately dive into cover. But before that happens, Hunter, with the M249 on the bipod, lets loose a rat-a-tat of machine gun fire. So let's talk about shooting weapons that fire fast or have a higher rate of fire.
Please, by all means.
You get, if you want, 6 attacks using a second set of dice called your ammo dice. And now that is specific to the machine gun. It has a rate of fire of 6. Here's the downside. Every time you roll a 1, there's a potential for a mishap. If you roll 2 1s, it is a mishap, which means your gun degrades, it might jam, it might even break on you. So it's a risk-reward thing. For every 6 on those ammo dice, you get another hit. You do another full base weapon damage. But You run the risk of jamming up your gun, or like I said, even breaking it. It can be repaired later with a tech roll, but it's very much a risk reward kind of thing. So right now we have 2 groups of soldiers in sets of 3. Top has fired at the right group. I'll give him a marker, the one that
Don't roll a 1. That's all.
Yeah, you're badass, Hunter. You know, go big. You know, go big or go home, right?
That's right.
Homegirl's already on that page with you, my dude. Homegirl's gonna fucking blast them. Fire her shots all across the sky. She is here to win this shit.
So roll your heavy weapons, and then in your agility, or no, in your strength. Heavy weapons uses strength, because machine gun is heavy.
There's some Vasquez realness right now.
Exactly. And then roll as many D6 as you want to use with this burst of machine gun fire. You got to roll them all simultaneously. The D6.
Like how Hunter just hears the one sniper fire, and she's like, "So anyway, I started blasting."
Yeah.
That's
all right.
Just 2 successes right there.
So that's 2 successes, but you want to roll those ammo dice, right?
Yeah. So let's see.
You have to call out whether you're gonna roll the dice.
I'm gonna. Oh no. Okay, sorry.
Declare beforehand. So no, I'm just So roll a 6.
I'm gonna roll all 6. Damn straight. 66 or sorry. What am I saying?
66.
D6. Okay.
I can't even remember how you do that.
We're looking for 6s. Oh
shit! Fuck me!
But a 6.
But a 6.
Yeah.
So all right, let's look up the rules for gun mishaps. Fun.
That sucks. Oh, shit.
I have a tech of D. Like, I'm sure somebody has tech here, right?
Yeah.
Somebody.
That means you have duct tape, and you can try and duct tape it back together. That's the extent of the tech. That also works on medical aid if you have a D in medical aid.
Duct tape is what everybody needs all the time. You just do your initial response. It's fine. Like you have to tap there's a whole thing you do. You just clear it and you just kick it and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Cool. So you do what is your base fire for your weapon, for your M249, or base damage, I should say.
Yeah, let me see. My base damage is it's 2. It's not that great.
Yeah, but again, you got another hit with your ammo dice, so that turns it into a 4.
3.
And the additional success is another damage, so that's 5 total damage. And because they're in a group, you spread out the damage, which means you can take out that rocket launcher wielding Soviet, and you can also do significant damage to the one standing next to him. So he's gone from the map. There's no longer anyone with anti-vehicle hardware. I mean, I guess it's on his, it blows up too as you shoot it. You see it, it is out of action. But now we have a mishap, which means your gun, you haven't, even with all this chaos, you have been able to all keep your weapons in pristine condition. But this is the first time maybe you fired it all day, or maybe you forgot to oil it this morning. And as you let loose with this burst, it goes down in condition. So change your gun's condition from an A to a B. I think it's called reliability.
Yeah.
I never forget to oil Betty. She's my child. Must be dust.
Yeah,
maybe we ran out of oil. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's hard to find these things. I don't know.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay.
The alcohol just doesn't cut it.
And also, you now need to make a reliability roll with the new condition of B. So that's a D10.
Is B good?
Yes.
Is 9 good?
It's a 9. 9 is good. We just need over 6.
Yeah, you succeed. So it doesn't jam. That's what you're.
Right.
It's actually 2 dice. I'm sorry, but it doesn't jam. Cool.
Do I need to do a second dice?
No, you already succeeded, so we're good to go. There's
Okay,
no extra bonus. So machine gun, goes off. Great first round. Oh, here's another thing. We have to keep track of ammunition in this game. Like I said, ammo is a currency. It's a big deal. So you fired 6 rounds, Sam. You fired 1 round, Top. So please mark off on your sheet that. Cool. So first ambush, first round, really good. Al and Rory, I don't want to leave you guys doing nothing. So I mean, I think it's like we'll say make a strength-based skill to kind of load it faster. You can do it on your own, but with everything happening, maybe you're kind of trying to speed it along.
Not gonna lie, Al, this is my greatest role.
Stamina?
Yeah, I guess stamina.
Also, not my greatest role.
I'll give it to you for you won't. There will be no negatives if you fail.
Would
But,
you? You sure it's not a persuasion? I think we're both pretty
No,
good.
I
At
don't-
Yeah,
I
I
don't
want to
think it's
persuade the still to load itself.
I
I'm
don't
glad
think-
someone has persuasion because
Nothing can outpersuade a bullet, though, from what I've been told.
Oh,
Depends. I've seen movies, right? I think that you just like if you have superpowers, then I think you can just do it. That's fine.
Oh, honey.
So I have a C in strength and an F in stamina. So this will just be a strength roll, D8 for me.
yes, exactly. But again,
This
we won't go into mishaps just because you're
D6 for me.
in danger at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, so neither of you succeed, but
There's a thing right called pushing your roll.
oh
How does
yes,
that work?
oh yes. Let's talk about pushing. I'm
Just
so
curious.
sorry. Pushing means you can re-roll essentially, but at a cost. So you re-roll. You have to take the second one, and you take 1 damage of either damage or stress, depending on which of the attributes you'll be using. So this is a strength, you'll take a damage. If it's strength or agility, it's damage. If it's intelligence or empathy, it's stress. And once you hit your damage threshold, I think is what it's called, your hit capacity, excuse me, you're knocked out. You're not dead, but you're down, and you need to be healed by somebody else. So could mean a big thing, could mean not a big thing. You tell me.
I think Rory is probably just going to load this one step at a time,
Okay.
and pushing it might result in way more harm than not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same thing for Al. I think he knows slow and steady. Got to be cool under pressure here. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's why we're only loading one thing. We committed to that. We're
Right.
going to take our
That's
time,
right.
do it right. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Let's now get into initiative. So the mechanic in this game is similar to other games that Free League has made where you draw 10 playing cards. Unfortunately, I'm not too sure Roll20 is great with that. So everybody roll a d10.
Oh,
We'll just do that. And if you roll doubles, then you can determine who goes first within that. And I'll roll for our 2 groups of so 9 and a 5.
Oop, I'm going last. Or
I'll give
wait,
players.
is
You're
one...
going first. 1 is good.
I'm going first.
Oh.
Hunter's going first.
So
You want low.
initiative is going to
Nice.
go Hunter, either Cassius or Al. You two can determine who goes first. Then so players first, then Soviets.
Mhm.
So definitely first though is Hunter. What would you like to do?
Bitch with the big gun. All right. So I'm gonna all right, Betty's still kicking. She took some damage, but you know what? She's old faithful. She's reliable. I'm gonna try firing from her again.
Okay.
So let's do this. Another 1d10. And roll 1d12. And I'm gonna go ahead and make it a burst shot again. Just all 6.
All 6 again. All right, you have a success already, so you'll be doing damage, and you're focusing on that same group that you've been going
Yeah,
after,
you know
right?
what? Why not just deplete them?
And we have another hit with your machine gun. So that is a total of 4 damage, takes out another soldier, does damage to another one. Oh, let's talk about what you can do in your turn too. I apologize. You can do a fast action and a slow action. Anyone who plays Free League games is probably familiar. Fast action is things like shoot gun. I have both of them are in the handout, so if anybody wants to review. Melee attack, shoot gun, use first aid, enter vehicle is a slow action, so you can't just hop in and go. Fast actions, meanwhile, are usually, move. Essentially, that's the big one. Move. Seeking cover is something you can do on your turn. Aiming.
We both got cover our last turn, so we did.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have cover, which gives you armor, which we'll talk about later.
Nice.
Oh, damn! I forgot to do something. When you hit someone, or when you are hit, you roll a d6 to see where on the body you're hit, and then your armor can mitigate that damage. I wasn't doing that before, but I will do it now. But it's still not enough to save that guy. He's very dead. Okay.
I feel like they don't have cover. Come on. Who are
No,
these
they're in the
people?
open.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
they
caught them moving down.
It was a
the street.
surprise round.
Yeah, they don't get cover. And they're not gonna, and we're also going to
They're wearing armor. They're wearing, flak jacket helmet like most of you.
Yeah.
Doesn't help with it. Doesn't help. So second soldier gone from the Russians. Who is next in initiative? I should write this down. And next is either James or Top. You two.
Top, you go.
All right.
I feel like you should go because you're the civilian. Well, you're not. You're the medic. I want to be able to save you, right? In case something bad happens.
Sure. I mean, you're the boss. So I will keep loading this thing into.
Yeah, I'm going to say it'll be your slow action to load it in if you want to use your fact action to do something else. It'll take 2 more combined efforts to load the still in between the 2 of you. So
Gotcha.
you loading it is 1. And then, yeah.
Okay. And then the plan is for me to run around and jump in the driver's seat. Right? Is that correct?
I don't think that's the wrong idea.
Okay.
Novak's driving, right?
Novak's driving. Who's taking the dirt bike? That's the question then. It's Hunter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then I'm gonna run around and drive. Can I poke my head out and see some dudes then here?
Yeah, you can move. You can move 2 hexes in this game. That's your kind of movement speed. If
And
you'd
would
like to go
these
further, you need to make a mobility check.
Would these trees give me some cover if I moved?
They would. So I think you have to seek cover actually.
Cool.
Within the terrain.
Oh, right. And it would probably be my fast
cover.
to.
Yeah, it's your fast to take cover.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
So.
Then I'm just gonna take cover like behind the door in the
building.
The
Okay,
building
cool.
that we're in. Yeah.
So
That'll be my fast.
I think I have terrain cover under the handouts. Let me just pop that open. Yeah, can you do that, James? Under terrain types?
Yes, I
match
can.
what yours is and how much cover it provides.
No problem.
The number in the parentheses is the armor value of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Top, it is your turn.
I'm going to take a slow action, which will be to aim. That is normally a fast action, but I have a sniper rifle, which has telescopic sights. So I'll take the slow action to aim.
Okay.
And from my cover and, I'm ready. I will aim.
Yeah, that's going to give you a big old bonus next round, I believe, right?
+2, which I can then use to shoot people in the head.
Yeah, that's huge. +2.
It'll just, counteract because it's a -2 for a headshot, but you get a +2 for your telescopic sights.
Oh, you're going to do an aim shot, a called shot.
Oh, yeah. Because sniper rifles, you just in the brain pan. Just
Checks out. Okay, so then our last PC, Rory, would you like to continue loading still, or would you like to hop in the driver's seat or do whatever, I should say?
I'm gonna load.
Okay.
We gotta get this thing on board, so he's gonna invest all of his time here.
All right, between the 2 of you working together, teamwork, you load the still in the back of the Humvee and kind of close it up. So would you like to use your fast action to do anything?
Yeah, I'll move to the driver's seat.
Okay, yeah, you get ready to hop in the car and open the door, but don't get in just yet, because that's a slow action.
I hope that's not bad.
Should probably be a fast. I don't know. Call Free League. But now it is the Russians.
Ring.
Ring.
Calling Free League.
Oh, we're calling Free League. Gotcha.
Wait, is it their turn? I feel like they don't want to go. I feel like they just don't feel like it.
It's not the vibe.
They're not gonna
They're
pay
not feeling it
Specialty
right
you
now.
have, or
No.
we just okay? No, I
It's just like
respect it.
dreaming,
Always try. I always say, go after the GM. All right, try and get whatever you can. Especially
Roll to vibe check.
No, they are going to
What's
act.
these?
The one is actually suppressed from the machine gun fire, so I'm going to roll to see if he unsuppresses himself. He does not. So the one by himself cowers under cover.
Good.
The other 3 are going to, I think they don't see you, Top. They're not like line of sight. You're kind of hidden. You have height. You kind of are out of their line of sight, but they definitely see the machine gun fire coming at them. So they're all going to turn and fire at Hunter.
You know what? I expected this.
Yes. It's to be expected, I would think.
You've got cover.
I'll take it.
Just don't die. That's it. No
Okay.
death.
I'll try my damnedest.
10 plus 1d8. 2 successes, 1 fail, or
Fuck.
no success, and no success. But
Okay.
so the first one shoots you. He takes out. He has an AK, and I should roll. They can do it too. He's gonna fire 3 bullets at you. He's gonna miss with the additional shots, but damage hurts in this game. You get hit.
Cover?
So I don't.
Do I get?
Oh, you
roll
do have
for
cover.
armor or
Yeah, you
anything?
do have cover. Yeah,
I've
so
got
we're gonna do
cover
that.
and I've got 2 armors on my body. So
So you have armor on different places, right? There's 4
Yes.
armor spots in the game, or body parts that can be hit: head, torso, arms, and legs. You have a flak jacket,
and
which
torso.
gives you 1 armor to torso, and a Kevlar helmet, which gives you 1 armor to your head. You have been hit, which means now we're going to roll to determine where you have hit. It's very simple. It's a d6, a 1. Let me look at my hit list. I forget where it is.
How do you know how many ammo dice you have, by the way?
So it's under rate of ROF, rate of fire. That it's up to that many.
Okay.
So you can choose not to shoot a bunch. You can just choose to hit location table. So 1 is your legs, where you don't have armor, but you have the cover, which will reduce it by 2. So the AK, let me see how much damage the AK does at base. I think it's and it was 2 hits, so they do an additional 1 damage.
Okay.
AK-74. It does 2 damage, so it'll be 3 damage against you.
Okay. Let me see. Where's my health bar?
Actually, they're gonna move forward too.
Hit capacity 6, so I chop that off down to 4.
You take 2 damage, yeah. Also, that exceeds their weapon's crit threshold.
Ooh, I take more damage, don't I?
You actually have to roll on the critical injury table.
Ooh,
They also
that's even worse.
Yes.
Oh no.
All right, well, what roll is that?
It's a D10, and this will affect you possibly
take
for a
out that
long
machine
time.
gun.
Am I going high or am I going low?
You want low.
All right.
You can do
Gotta
it.
get those snake eyes.
Definitely thought you were gonna ask if you were gonna go home.
This
in a
game
pine
is
box.
very, very deadly. I might have to. I also want to add it can be
Not entirely fair.
pretty hardcore. So a 4 means you have a
That's what's real.
broken shin bone.
Ooh.
You cannot run. You can only crawl until it is healed.
Chin bone?
Shin.
Oh, shin bone. Because I was like, wait, why can't you run when you have a broken chin bone? That's so weird.
Look, if they hit my chin, homegirl would be having other issues.
I don't know about you, but like when I run, I drag my head across the ground.
Yeah, me too. It's fair.
All right, well that sucks, but hey, can't die if you're already in hell.
Oh wow.
I'm not sure about that.
Dark.
Civilians like,
cool.
I don't think that's how that works.
Sam's got some weird philosophies.
Playing to the moral code. I like it. Okay.
And we get a +1 for that, right? If we play into moral code.
You do,
Hey.
yeah. Relevant if it works within the relevant skill. I don't think just shooting at people is enough.
No, I don't think sustaining damage counts for that.
You do love shooting people. There's no question about that. But
yes, I do.
okay,
I'll figure a
so
way to make it come out.
let's move on to the next round of initiative, which means that forget
Hunter.
Rory. No, who goes first? I'm sorry.
Hunter.
Hunter. Yes,
Oh, I'm
Hunter.
first.
Hunter.
It's my turn. All right, so I just sustained a critical injury. Is that going to affect my ability to kill?
No,
All right, so which one of these motherfuckers hit me?
it was one of the
I-
guys within this group, the left group.
All right, you know what? Morale checking motherfucker can stay by himself. I'm aiming at the next big cluster of people because I've got a fucking machine gun, and that's what machine guns are good for. So I'm going at the cluster here, and it's a D10 and a D20. Roll 1D12, and you know what? I'm gonna just keep doing the as long as you let me. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
the
Yeah, just be sure to check your
6.
ammo.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 1 hit so far.
All right, yep. Roll
Or
66.
yeah. Whoa!
Look at that! All right, so -6, -6, -6. Okay.
That's 3 6s right there. I feel like there's some critical hits.
How much damage does your weapon do again? Your base damage?
The base damage is 2.
2. Okay, so 2, 4, 6.
See, there's a reason why.
Y'all pissed me
my
off.
buddy. There's a reason. There's a reason.
Yeah, let's roll if they absorb any of this.
Not because her gregarious personality isn't great, it's because she's actually pretty good at killing.
As you do.
Yeah. You just hamburger them. A machine gun goes off, and one of them is completely knocked out in dead, and the other one let's roll a d10. Okay, yeah, he's not getting up or fighting, so he's incapacitated. There are 2 soldiers remaining, one of whom has already been hit, and the other one is suppressed, definitely terrified, broken, one might say, looking to not fight you anymore. That would be the way to put it. But I do believe somebody has a +2 on their next range combat roll. So
that is true. We're gonna have our medic go before I do, though.
Oh yeah, he would go first, I guess. Is that how you determine the order? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's how we did.
Because medic, we care about our medic,
and your medic cares about you, which is why he's going to run out to go to Sam, although cautiously, because I imagine if you sneak up on Sam, that's a very bad thing.
Sam.
So yeah, I would like to run to Sam, I think.
So just a heads up, healing critical injuries isn't something you can just do with your med kit. That's right. Overtime dealies. You could heal her damage, I think is 1, but you couldn't do that. And yeah, you would have to run because she's more than 2 squares away.
Right. Yeah. So I want to do that. I want to run to her. Also because I imagine with a broken shin, she might need the help getting that.
Okay.
So yeah. So I would like to run to her.
Okay, so make a mobility check. For each additional success, you will move 1 more hex.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, this is just a D10 because my agility is a D10, but my mobility is an F.
Oh, what is your moral code, James or Al?
Yeah.
My moral code is the world is unjust. You don't have to be.
Aww.
I don't think that really, I mean, it applies in everything as long as I'm not being a jerk, I guess. But like, I don't think that directly applies in this situation.
I don't think so. So just to make a straight mobility check, you succeed. So you get 1 more hex of movement. And
which is,
just enough. Just enough. Yeah, just enough. So you make it to Sam. You still have your slow action.
Okay.
I can, if you want, you could, and she's willing, you could pick her up, I would say, and then you can move with her on your turn.
Gotcha. Okay, I can do that. Or did you say there's a way I can, as a slow action, can I, looks like first aid, but that's only somebody incapacitated by damage.
Yeah, so she has a critical injury at the moment, which will need to be healed over time.
And she's got some regular injuries too, right?
She has 1 damage, I think. Or multiple? How much?
2
damage. 3 damage. 2 damage, because your armor absorbed 1.
Affirmative.
Yes. So she has 2 damage. You have the most health, right? I think you have 6.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's the most.
I'm a buff badass bitch. That's what I do.
I love it.
All right, cool.
Bullets.
So there's nothing I can do to get her help bring back that damage.
The shin bone will be fixed over time, but yeah, you can heal to get the damage out. You can
Okay.
Yeah, and
I'd
definitely rather you first aid me than pick me up.
Yeah.
So you probably couldn't.
So
With my weapons, I weigh more than you can lift.
Yeah. So let's get this foot in some motorcycle driving shape. So, all right.
I don't know about that one, Doc.
Yeah. We might have changed who's going to be driving.
Okay, so this
is a medical aid check, and for every success, it will heal 1 damage.
Okay, cool. So that is no successes.
Okay.
But it's a D12 and a D10, and I got nothing.
Did you take your specialty into account?
So my specialty +1 to medical rolls for helping an incapacitated character.
Oh.
Get back up. No effect on treating injuries and nothing else. So yeah. So I'm like, I went through like a 2-week program. But like I don't really.
Maybe you're being shot at and it's a little distracting. That could be
Exactly. But I would like to. I will push myself in this one.
Ooh, all right.
So I get to re-roll, right? If I take a stress, because this is an empathy skill.
I'm doing more research, as I have been doing, and I think you can only use it on someone incapacitated. Yeah, you can't just heal them.
Oh,
I'm
gotcha.
misreading the rules, which is strange.
Then in that case, I'm throwing a grenade.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Oh, shit.
Okay, yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at number 5 here out in the open,
Centered on 5, so you have to. Yeah.
Or can I, if I throw it between them, will it hit both of them?
Let me check.
There's blast, right?
Yes, there is blast. So what is the blast radius on grenades? It should
Oh,
say,
gotcha. Blast
on your
radius.
sheet. Or yeah.
C.
Looking up hand grenade rules. Okay, C. That's big. Okay, yeah. So you could center it in between them on this space, and it will go. So that basically means 2 hexagons outside of the centered
crap.
space.
That is big.
Yeah.
Okay.
C is big.
Then yeah. Then that's what we're doing, and that is ranged combat, right?
Let me check. There are special rules for explosives and for hand grenades.
Remember,
specifically.
close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, and this would be hand grenades.
This is one of them.
So if you can throw far enough,
Truly.
I imagine they've got some kind of length of throw rule.
Right.
Yeah, they have a range, but oh yeah, you're pretty far actually.
Could I roll? Could I roll? They're round. It's the secret.
You gotta
You gotta-
roll it?
Whew.
This
Gotta
looks like
lob
a
it so that it
crater.
rolls.
So what is the range on? They can only use it short range. We need to talk about actually a little bit. What is the range on a hand grenade?
That's a great question.
It should be a numerical number.
Should be a numeric 4.
4. Okay, so everyone's gun has that number is the short range of your weapon. Okay.
And that's the number of hexes.
Yes, exactly. That's the number of hexes.
What
Twice
other
your
hexes?
short range is medium range. Okay.
Oh boy.
4 times short range is long range. And 8 times short range is extreme range. And each of those should give you negative modifiers, which we have not been doing because I forgot about ranges.
I'm good.
There's a lot. Okay, but yeah, you're quite far away from short range. In fact, hand grenades can only be used at short range.
At short range. That makes
And
sense.
pulling the pin is a fast action.
For verification purposes, we are going by the white grid as opposed to the black grid.
Yes, I couldn't. Yeah,
The
yeah,
roll
exactly.
20 grid.
The roll
That makes
20
sense.
grid. Yeah, the map they give you is for printing.
Appreciate
out.
that.
Yeah, no,
Got it.
of course. Thank you for checking. So you're a bit far for the grenade, and you would have to pull the pin
Boom.
as a fast action because grenades is strong.
Then we're going for the M4, and I'm shooting at number 5.
Okie dokie. What is the range on your M4?
So it is also 4, and he is. Let's see. He is 8 away,
Okay.
so he is medium.
medium range. So you get a -1 to your lower of the 2, either your skill or your attribute.
Okay, cool. So I got a 10 and an 8, which would become a 7. So that's 3 successes.
So it's actually a D6 you roll instead of the D8.
Oh, that's how that works. Okay,
Yeah,
Shit,
that's
the
how
diets,
modifier
yeah.
works. They should rename. Call, get him on the phone, Pat. you
okay.
him
So
on
I
the
got
phone?
a 10 and a 1.
Okay. So,
on
also,
it.
do you want to shoot? You have a rate of fire of 3 with the M4. Would you like to shoot?
I
multiple
would.
times? All right. So you can determine up to as many times as you want.
Okay, so I'll shoot again. That's another success.
Just D6s for ammo.
Oh,
Nice.
gotcha. So just D6. So I'm sorry, I must be doing this wrong. So it should be 2d6 or just the 1d6 after the first
1,
initial
2,
shot.
or 3d6, depending on how many rounds you want to fire in
Gotcha.
succession,
I see. Okay, cool.
or burst or whatever.
And then one more d6. Boom. Okay,
Okay,
so
so all you're going off is your base hits.
Mhm.
Your base double success.
right.
So what is your weapons damage?
It is 2.
Okay. And What is
Roll
your
this-
crit damage?
3.
Okay. You have critically hit him in his legs. So just so everyone knows, if you do the damage that is your crit, whether it be with additional ammo rolls or with additional successes, then you have crit them. It's really, really easy to get critically injured in this game. Really, really easy. Because guns are horrible and they hurt a lot if you get hit with one. So he's out.
Okay.
You would critically injure him if you didn't already kill him. So
Got it. Okay.
okay. And I'm going to say the last one attempts to reach. Well, I mean, it's your. What am I doing? Top. It's your turn with the sniper rifle with the crazy
I'm going to
modifier going right now.
shoot that person.
Okay.
And I do have a rate of fire of 1, which means I get to add a d6, correct?
For
For
what
my
is your
ammo
rate of
die?
fire? Is it
1.
2? So, I think with a 1, yeah, that probably makes sense. Yeah, it'd be unfair if you never get to roll ammo dice
I mean,
with a rate of 1. Yeah, I'm sorry, you get to do that. I wasn't thinking that you would. You absolutely do. So if you
and I
want,
will, because that person has not been hit at all. So I'll sort of sit there. There's like all this chaos, and I've seen that Hunter has been hit in the shins, and Gilson's over there, and there's like that's a little bit of chaos. I just breathe, and I just aim, and right when I finish my breath, I take the shot, and I will roll my 2d12 and a d6. That is 1 success. That's not awesome. I want.
Do you want to push yourself? If you push yourself, you re-roll your ammo dice too. You re-roll everything.
You reroll everything?
Re-roll everything. Yep.
Yeah, I will push myself, and
Okay.
that is 1 stress damage.
So that is 1 damage.
Damage.
It's strength or agility. Yeah.
We'll say,
Damn, 2d12.
yeah, because I,
Yeah. You
I
took
hang
the
out.
time. You lined up the shot. Yeah.
This is a headshot, by the way. So that'll be 3
3
successes, which is my crit threshold.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Oh, and hold on. I rolled a 10 there, which would make that's an extra success. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 successes total.
1 success for the 9, 2 successes for the 10, or do you get a bonus success?
No, 2 successes for the 10, 1 for the 9, and then I got a 7 in my first roll.
So we have to just take the results of the second.
Oh, the new one.
roll.
Great.
Yeah.
So-
When you push, you
so
kind of
3.
reset everything. Yeah.
Well, that was good.
Yeah.
3, which is my crit range.
Oh, damn. I don't remember if critical injuries are based on number of successes or number of. Damn. That's what it is. Okay. So yeah, you're right. It's number of successes determines whether someone's crit. So 3. I mean, we don't even have to have him roll the dice. You're going to do enough to take him out.
I'm going to shoot him in the head.
Yeah. There's just just an explosion as the back of his head and brains and all that other head juice goes against the concrete wall. And
Oh, Rory, that's why we're buddies.
Rory's like, no.
That sounds messy.
I'm going to pop up and I'll say, Gilson, get Hunter on the MV. You're taking the bike. And I'm going to go out sort of, crouching, like in a sort of crouch, to make sure everybody's dead.
Loot
And
bodies.
Right, just make sure everybody's dead.
so time is of kind of the essence. You can hear more patrols, and the gunfire has definitely probably going to bring more attention. You all think maybe if you could probably scrounge and loot one of them.
Yeah, so we're going to go for the scrounging, looting, and also making sure everyone's dead, right? Like,
Okay.
so no one's going to pop up. So I'm hoping that they're going to get everything. If people want to come scrounge with me, that is awesome.
Yeah, I was going to ask if I could
Yes.
move on
Somebody
the
else.
bike.
I think
If that's
Hunter can crawl herself.
Hunter's,
honestly.
yeah. Hunter's crawling still.
I'm gonna crawl. I'm gonna crawl to the Humvee. Everybody
Okay.
else, please loot.
I feel like
I'm
Al
by
is like
myself.
approaching cautiously to Hunter. Like, do you need? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You're
Fuck
good.
off.
You're good.
Make sure those reds are dead.
He does. Trust Hunter.
Yeah, with your medical expertise, you determine they're dead.
Mhm.
Good
With your
job.
medical expertise, you determine Hunter
Tell
is
by the-
disgruntled.
Bits of brain over there and over there. That guy's super not making it to the sequel.
Yeah, I take
He-
that guy's pulse. I'm
He
like,
was also only a year before
Gone.
retirement, so it was bad for him.
So
Poor guy.
I'll say that everyone can take one piece of loot off of these guys. The rocket launcher was destroyed in the machine gun fire. In addition, there are 4 AKs, 1 machine gun. Then they all have ammunition, which again, remember, is money basically
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
world. They have rations, D6 rations of food and water, and each of them has a knife if you want a knife. So everyone choose one thing of those that they want to take with them from the 3 bodies that they loot.
Ammo for Hunter.
Ammo. Okay. Roll a d6 to see how many
Yes.
magazines you pull off of them.
Because I gotta
Oh, this is the belts. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
right? Because
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people go through a lot of ammo
Yeah.
more than I do. 5.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's a lot of machine gun ammunition.
Ooh, we stand. Thank you.
My buddy,
Christmas came early up in here.
I'm gonna like just go sweep up 5 belts of the ammo, just like
You're just
on,
like
come on.
draped. Yeah, you're making a lot of
My
noise.
friend. My friend.
Al
that man.
and Rory, what would you like to grab?
I need to write this down.
Is there any way that I could grab like a helmet and a shirt?
Oh,
Just
sure,
make that
yeah.
pass?
So,
I'd like
the
to be
head,
able, like,
with
if-
the headshot, the flak vest that he was wearing is completely untouched.
Yeah.
Helmet, not so much. But if you would like to, yeah, if you would, it is Soviet armor.
No, that's totally fine. That's
Okay.
actually the goal. I'm going to try to piece together or cobble together a
Mhm.
Soviet outfit.
All right, I
Mhm,
dig it.
mhm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you can pull the flak vest off the Soviet flak vest. Give yourself 1 torso armor on your character sheet.
Got
going
it.
Forward.
Rory, are you not wearing armor right now?
Civilian.
he's feeling.
I
He's a civvy.
I got the
fam.
clothes on my back, and now I've
Yeah.
got a sweet flak jacket.
We're gonna have to get you a helmet too. Like that's yeah.
Well, I would have one, but you're really good with that Rudy Tooty point and shooty there.
I'm going for food and water.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So you can choose one or the other.
Water.
Okay, roll a d6. You have that many waters.
Okay.
That's really good because
5
I do-
waters.
Oh, that's
Nice.
It's like 5 jugs of Poland Spring that I'm carrying.
Poland Spring.
It's actually 4 Poland Spring and 1 Nestle water.
Poland Spring in Poland. Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
exactly.
checks
Poland
out to me.
Spring. Made right down the street.
Yeah.
When they were making things.
Okay.
because I just don't have a lot of water. I have 1 water.
Oh yeah. Well then
It's,
they're good.
Yeah. Everybody got random amounts of water and rations, food rations at the start. So
Well, this is for everyone to share, so I'll put it on the back of the truck.
what a hero. What
Aw.
a hero.
You're a
Okay.
gent.
So everybody, so one more time, who's in the Humvee? And the Humvee has a mounted machine gun in it as well. Just
Oh, homegirl's manning that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
There's
that
no
makes sense.
question to me.
And
Mhm.
who was going to
Yeah.
drive the dirt bike again?
I'm like,
Well, we don't have room
Motorbike.
for it, right?
Gilson.
Okay. As long as that's okay with you, Rory.
I mean, if we don't have room for it in the
We'll just
back, could we
drive it
just
out.
hypothetically put it on top of the Humvee?
I think it'll be in the
Um,
way of the machine gun.
So we'll
Yeah,
say, yeah.
And
I think
also the Ruskies are coming, fam.
Yeah, so
They're
we-
on
we
their
don't-
way.
we can say, no actions are necessary for you to get out of the city, get out of danger area now, and we can kind of get away from this map, and we can go to the overland map and discuss what we're going to do now. So I'm popping everybody over. We got our beautiful map of
Mm.
Poland.
Oh,
Broken down into hexagons. If you look in the top left, that's that nice little smudge. That's
the
where
red one?
everybody is. Yeah, the red smudge.
Mhm.
That's where you are all
Nice.
right now.
I mean, I would say Gilson on the bike, Novak driving
Mhm.
the Humvee because Novak's our best driver.
If we might be able to get away with it, I've just to sort of express the top what I've got going on here with the vest, the flak vest, and the cobbled together outfit. I look over and say, "Top, what do you think?" And I speak in Russian.
Oh, hey, you're really good at that.
Yeah, I
He is.
did a lot of studying abroad.
Nice.
Huh. That could be really useful.
It could be. That's, well, I mean, I didn't have armor, but this could be useful to us here.
Yeah. That's a good idea, Novak. Look, if we come across anyone, you should do the talking.
So I was thinking that maybe we put the bike on top, unless you think Gilson should go to the side. I think it's a bit more dangerous, but I'm here to kind of follow what you think. You're the expert here.
Well, the question is whether this is a soft top or a hard top Humvee. If it's a soft top, I don't think we can put the bike on top.
I think it does have armor. I think it's soft, but it's not reinforced. I think, yeah, it's not all canvas or whatever material soft Humvees are made of.
Canvas.
Yeah, it is canvas. Okay. Yeah. So it does provide a little bit of armor and definitely more like strapability. That's not the word I'm thinking of.
If we have the time to get the dirt bike on top and strap it down, then certainly we could do that super easy.
Okay, so let's do a tech test as you kind of jury rig this together. Tech doesn't necessarily mean like computers or hacking or anything in this game. Tech is actually more like making guns out of spare pipes and things like that. In this case, jury rigging something together to make it fit and not we'll see, depending on how many successes. Maybe it doesn't block the machine gun. Maybe you have some angles to use on it. Maybe not full 360, maybe 180. Maybe you are perfect and it's a full 360. So someone, doesn't matter
who's our best tech.
who's the techs.
I have a D.
I don't know.
Dice, but I have a D.
Pretty really good.
You have a D. What's your intel? C. It's either
I'm double D in that intelligence and tech.
Hunter. How's your tech? Nope. Rory, it's your bike. You should do it.
Oh boy. All right, here we go.
One success?
One success?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So one success you can, using bungee cord and some other, rope, kind of tie it to the top, but the gun is out of commission. Like you can't actively turn the gun
Until we pull the bike off.
It's straight. Yeah, it points forward.
Can I veto this?
I mean, you can try, but I don't see you standing regardless.
Ooh.
Maybe true, actually. Maybe true.
Unless we want to hoist you up there, but that's mighty American.
Can I roll well, hey, homegirl's American. Can I roll like a tech or a medical aid or something to give myself a splint?
So are you trained? So
I actually have a D in medical aid.
Yeah, you have a little bit of medic, but normally it would take 3d6 shifts, which each day is broken down into 4 shifts: morning, afternoon, evening, and night. And that's kind of, once we start traveling over the overworld, kind of the time that we're going to be working on. It'll take 3d6 shifts before you're capable of moving regularly again. If you make a successful medical aid check, I'll say, we can reduce it by 1. But if you mishap, you might poke around and push the wrong thing and make it worse.
But you can just do a regular recovery, right? Just for 1 shift, for not the critical, but just the regular one?
Yes. So your regular damage will go away over time, just as long as you stay out of combat or anything stressful.
And what is the length of a shift?
Shift is, well, it's about 6 hours. Yeah, I guess. So there's 4 shifts over the course of 24 hours, but it's kind of loosey, night versus evening versus, everybody's got their own. What is evening? What is morning? What is that?
Who knows?
Vagaries. Yeah.
Is there a way I can help with this?
Yes. So, let's talk about help. So helping in this game is, as long as you, the player, can explain to me how you're helping and it makes sense with your skill set, it's a free +1 modifier to the person actively doing it.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, pretty great. It's a great encouragement to role play and use your fluff.
Yes. Which means I could have helped Rory get that.
You could have helped to try and jury rig it do you have a tech skill?
I do.
Oh,
I was a combat engineer back when I first started.
Let's get another roll. I'm okay with that. We're still learning. So,
Yeah.
Bub, why don't you give me a D10 to
Yeah.
replace that failed D8?
You got it.
Mhm.
Okay, you failed
Still
again.
not great.
But you know,
Nonetheless.
always try. Always try. That's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always say.
Why?
Cool. So
So
you
with regards to my leg,
yes.
can I get the medic to roll and I help?
Oh, sure. That's fine
Yeah,
too.
Yeah,
I was about to suggest that. I mean, I don't want to, Sam. I don't want to tell you what to do. But
No,
maybe
Sam probably starts it and then you come over and you're like kind of hovering around. She's like, "Oh, stop looking at me! Just get over here." And do
Okay,
it."
okay. And like I'll come over and I will, start setting the
think,
splint. I like
yeah.
move everything that Sam was already working on. I'm like, okay. I just all
She
right.
was definitely not doing it right.
Yeah. You got some bone poking through here. You're gonna want
Oh
to,
boy, yeah.
disinfect that. Okay.
I am aware. It's on my person.
Wilson, how's Hunter back there?
Oh, she's doing very well. Very
Oh,
angry.
great.
Very angry.
So James, go ahead and make that medical aid check.
Okay.
And bump up whatever your highest is. One.
What if my
That's just
highest
dice,
is a
so-
D12?
So go on the attribute intelligence. Bump that one up next. One skilled or die size.
So if one's already D12, bump the next one up.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so it's two D12s.
Ooh.
By the way,
Man,
that
that
is
makes you
super
real good at
irritating
that.
to make a macro for out of in
Oh,
roll
yeah.
20. Yeah.
So I got a 1 and a 10.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh,
That's enough.
shit.
That'll so I'll say that reduces your damage down to nothing. So your hit points are back to full. You have the one recovery and then this one success. And now it will be 2d6 shifts before you are able to move at a regular rate again. So why don't you go ahead and roll that, Hunter, for me, and we'll
Hoping
determine
for
how long.
Snake
it is.
eyes, please.
Oh. So
Average-
it'll take about
Yeah.
a day and a half.
Day and a half, right.
Yeah, if you patch it up good, bandage it, kind of stay off it. So, yeah.
Pops, my pants are looking better than the enemy here. But
What's it look like, Gilson?
It looks good,
Okay.
but she's gonna need. I sort of like grimace because I don't know how Sam's gonna react to this. She should probably stay off it for like a day or two.
just the death stare.
But then be ready to use that machine gun. But until then, we can probably keep the motorcycle on top easy. So
As soon as I can stand, that thing's coming off.
Hunter,
Yes, sir.
follow medic's orders. If it's going to be a day or two, it's going to be a day or two.
All right, Tops. Whatever you say.
But
I
of course,
said whatever
you
you
can-
say.
you can always fire from a prone position. You don't need to stand for that.
I do have one question, which is I have pain relievers. If I give those to Hunter, does that help Hunter ignore the injury? Like, is that how pain relievers
I
work?
think pain relievers are fluff. I don't know that.
Oh, okay.
Medical.
Let's do a search because maybe
We'll save that for later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was-
I don't think there's mechanical benefits in the game at the moment. It just says you start with pain relievers. So
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Sorry for derailing that all. With
Then
the-
I will give you some pain relievers if you want them, Hunter. But I don't. Are you the kind who likes the pain?
Do you even have to ask?
Yeah, I will just take the pain relievers and put them back in my pack. Okay.
Oh, pain relievers heals 1 point of damage in one stretch. Further doses do the same.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, then hold on to them. You're good.
Cool.
It gives you +1. Yep.
All right. Good finding. I couldn't find it.
Hey, I've got the book right. I've got the little PDF right here. Do my little search. I'm like,
Nice. Yeah.
try to be helpful.
Cool.
Excellent.
So let's talk about traveling on the overmap, the big map. The travel map is actually what it's called, not the overmap. So, like I said, you're all in this nice little blob area on the top left of the map. Ideally, you want to move west to try and get to safety.
Okay.
There is lots of terrain and
Mhm.
roads and things like that. If you'll look, I have a handout called Terrain Types. Actually, I think it's called
Yes.
Overworld Terrain Types. You pop that open and take a look at that so everybody can have an idea of
Mhm.
what we're seeing.
Mhm.
So you travel significantly slower if you are not on a road or an open fields. Right now, if you have 47 gas, okay, it will consume 3 gas per day. But because you're running on alcohol, it actually considers it takes up double.
Oh gosh.
6. And if you drive at night, it takes up another double because of the difficulty of night driving.
Well, night driving's super difficult.
Yeah,
because you get glare.
Sure.
Except it's using those halogen like lights, and it just really
Yeah, and so it can take up to 12 to travel during one shift. So it can be a lot. In addition, you all need to spend one shift eating or sleeping, eating and drinking or sleeping. I think eating and drinking is actually a free action. You just have to make sure you note that you eat or drink at some point, which, yeah. But you all have to sleep at some point. One shift of the day has to be dedicated to sleeping, or you have to sleep. You have to sleep.
I assume we're going to be on watch, right? Like,
yeah.
I think Hunter's probably doing a lot of watching, so she can't fucking move.
So if you open up your book, I didn't put this in the handouts. Yeah, exactly. There's a list of things you can do on your shift. So a lot of it, since right now you're all driving, one person has to be driving. They have to be driving, and they have to make a check for driving. In addition, everybody else, I think, since you're in a vehicle, you can't hunt, you can't fish, you can't make camp or whatever. So everyone else is going to be keeping watch.
Oh, I see.
Which is scouting or keeping an eye out. But only one character can be keeping watch. So you all have to determine who that is.
Okay, so I have a question. So we have 4 shifts total, and we're going to drive for 3 of them. Is that right?
So you can switch off drivers if you want. It's up to you to determine. Like, you have to kind of figure out who's sleeping when, who's keeping watch when, who's driving when. It's up to all of you.
And how much? Now, if we want to scrounge, though, right, to get more materials for alcohol.
Yeah.
So maybe, what do y'all think? Maybe we drive for 3 shifts and then make camp for 1?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with that.
So you can sleep in a moving vehicle too, if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Just as
so we could just keep moving if we keep.
You could, but again,
drivers.
Nighttime takes more fuel, is more risky, kind of a deal. So.
And how many shifts is nighttime?
Just one.
Got just the one. So yeah, I think that makes sense then to move during the day and stop moving during the night and look for stuff and rest and that kind of thing.
Can I ask what is the method of which the Russians do in this case scenario, do the Russians take prisoners of war, or is it just like a shoot?
I mean,
it's one of those things. Can I suggest that it is that I have prisoners of war?
So it is chaos right now. It's kind of like it's kind of a world where shoot first, ask questions second is the MO, just because it's so, like, people are ambushed, people are moronic, but it is definitely possible to make contact, and they're hoping to take prisoners rather than just kill everyone.
Then if it's feasible for us to sort of hobble a look where they might appear to be prisoners of war, and I'm speaking as like one of the only survivors of the squad that's also Russian, then we could probably pass enemy lines with ease based entirely upon rolls.
The fact that I'm actually damaged is probably going to serve for the better in that instance.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think I should take a shift of sleeping while we drive, and I think that Hunter should take a shift of sleeping while we drive, and we drive 3 shifts and then have 1 shift where we make camp. And I've got night vision goggles. I can take the watch on the sleep shift. Oh,
night vision goggles. Sure. Cool. Right. So let's determine the route now that you are going to be taking using the map. So it's a trade-off. You drive on open roads, you run a big risk because you're in the open. You drive in the open, you're in the open. You drive in the woods, you drive slower. So you all kind of have to determine where you want to go. Right now, there is a river running down to the west. There is a road going across it just to your north. Or you can try and, loop around south. It's totally your decision where and how you want to go.
Is that tan? Is that fields?
Yes. So tan is open.
Mhm.
It's like open field, farmland kind of a deal. So you can drive through that with no, you drive at your normal speed, but there's no encumbrance.
to
but
hide you.
You're exactly nothing. You're
Yeah.
in the open.
And our objective is to kind of get towards the place that we all kind of figure Germany is on this map, right?
Yeah, just drive west.
Mhm.
Is,
But now,
West as west can go.
go west. The life is peaceful there. Do we? Is it safer driving in fields than in roads in terms of visibility,
so
or is there no difference?
I think it will have a determine. I will. So we're going to pull encounters, and
Yeah.
determining where you are, whether it be on the roads or open, will kind of determine what kind of encounters I'm going to pull.
So yeah, so it looks like there's a -2 for infiltration with the pavement, but only a -1 for the field. So I feel like we should probably take field since it's not slower. But it looks like it seems like that would be better.
Yes. Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that. However, how do we can't cross a river without a road, right?
Yeah,
We,
so
yeah.
we'll have to do the road first, right? And then maybe
Mhm.
sort of start with roads
Yeah.
and then head off to the fields.
yeah. Yeah, I think that makes
Yes.
sense.
Yeah.
Rory
Um,
would
Sounds
recommend
good to
hitting
me,
roads as often as possible, utilizing the most that we can in gas. If we have
Oh.
access to any kind of like broadcast that
mhm.
might dictate where a Russian branch might be, like a
Does
fort
anyone
or
have a
something.
radio?
It does have a radio. Yeah, it does have a radio.
Ooh.
I totally forgot. Off-roading is a little bit slower. On-road, you travel at 10. Off-road, you travel at 8 hexes. So it's a little
It
bit slower
requires
to
more
drive.
gas.
Yeah, exactly. It will require more gas.
Because it says field does not have a movement penalty on it, but the other ones
But this
do.
the vehicle stats specify
Ah.
off. Do you see on the Humvee there's a 10/8?
Right.
The 8 is off-road, and I think even
Ah.
open field is considered off-road. Making a call that it does.
Right, and so then
Yeah.
the other one would be just like in addition to, right? So like if you're driving off road through
Exact-
a
it's-
forest, it's even.
There's a lot of we're gonna have a lot
no,
of
that's great.
modifiers
That's great.
going on, just so you guys aren't driving easy peasy all the time.
No, yeah. So I think Novak, I think you're right. Although we might want to avoid the towns when they show up.
Yeah, I've been here for a few years, I can probably avoid some of like the primary areas and take like side roads if they're available.
All right.
Which will still cost more gas, but at this point, we can probably skirt around like a small group of Russians, but I think a larger cropping might be difficult. But if I can get like a name of where they might be like having a stronghold of sorts, like a fort or something that they may have created from the radio, that would be helpful, just in case we
Totally.
get stopped.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, Novak, here's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty good at making sure we get in and out of places undetected, but I feel like you're probably better at figuring out which way we should go. So you'll be our navigator and I'll give us tips on being less visible.
Yeah.
Okay, sergeant.
Oh.
Whoa.
I didn't take French in school.
It was Russian for Sarge. That's
Oh.
fine.
Sorry. You
Nah, comrade. That's the extent of mine.
go to college or
Real
something?
life.
Yeah, that's well, for all intents and purposes, you would be prisoners of war. If it makes a difference and you hear me say "Zaklojony voyny," that means prisoners of war. That's what you would be.
Got it. So yeah. I'll take why don't you take the first shift, Sleeping Hunter, and I'll take second.
Got it. Tops.
Okay, cool. So using the wonderful freehand tool in Roll20, can you kind of drive a line for how we're maneuvering? And my driver needs to make a driving check.
Cool. Top, do you want to draw that on the map?
I want Novak to do it.
Okay.
Well, sure. What might I be able to use here as previous knowledge
Mm.
for the navigation purpose?
Um,
Advantage, like a positive modifier, maybe.
to you driving?
No. To
Just in
like
general.
to the
No,
map,
I
to
mean,
knowing
Like, do we
map.
know about any cities that are
Sure.
more occupied than
yeah.
others? That kind of thing, right?
Intel, our intel.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly been cut off. You haven't heard a lot of information. You know that there's a Russian push coming from the east, and let's see. Can we get roll something to determine? Maybe someone's working the radio. See if they can pick anything up. Why don't someone give me a tech roll again?
I think that would be me.
Can help because you can get a bonus to that die
Sure.
roll.
Oh, you get a success. Okay, yeah. So there's groups of marauders have been seen. It's a marauder group called the Shepherd's Flock,
Okay.
which you actually have heard rumors about in the town you were in. It's like
Kalish?
yeah, Kalish, thank you. It's basically this insane man has gathered a bunch of people saying he's on like this mission from God to just convert people, which for the most part means murder them, and that everyone will be judged when the end comes, which will be much
Really?
later. And yeah, it's a classic warlord situation.
Wow.
And they've been seen moving south from the north. So that's in this direction I'm drawing.
Okay, and we're at Kalish,
Yeah,
and
you're
we
at
are heading
Kalish.
which direction?
West, just west.
Okay,
That's the plan, to Germany.
to Germany.
To
All right.
Germany.
We need to get some vice.
Auf Deutschland.
That's right. We've got things we got to do. You know, that's all I'm saying.
And if they're heading that direction, I think we should probably bound from Ostrau, move to Kroot Station,
Mm-hmm.
to Rolwix, and then north.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I suppose one of the questions is, Novak, we're gonna have to ford that really big river over there. And do you know of any roads besides the one at Rocklov?
I'm sure that there are some smaller roads. These are just primary, but I'm not really seeing anything that's kind of leaping out. We may have to do some field travel to bounce around.
Yeah.
But if we decided to skirt north from Krootjen, then we could head north there and cut left over to Goshen.
Mm-hmm.
But we still may end up encountering this warlord, depending on how far east they've traveled.
Okay.
All right. And if necessary, we can maybe head south from Rovich.
Yes,
If we need to. All right.
We just need to determine if we want to go north of the Glagau River, or just above that large river there that passes through Rokla, or if we wanted to go south of that. We have probably more checkpoints on the north side, but more skirmishes based on. I mean, I'm guessing one, there's Russians, two, there is a warlord. So probably south. We probably might work best if we pass by the large river and go south.
Yeah,
I think that's the way to go.
I agree. Thank you, Novak. Are you from here?
Family's from here. I've only been here for probably the last 4 or 5 years, and it's not my area of expertise, but language and writing is a bit more of a pull in that direction.
I hope your family's okay.
I came here alone, and I haven't had a chance to meet any of them. The world went to shit real fast.
Picked a hell of a time to come to Poland.
Yeah.
World's been shit.
Shit happens. What can you do? You just kind of got to roll with the punches.
Yeah. So let's follow your thoughts and head west, south, southwest, and let's try not to be detected. Hunter, rest. I need you up and shooting people.
You got it, Tops. Anything you say.
How long do we know that we'll have to be able to travel before we need to stop and create more for the still?
So it depends on what you encounter. It depends on the how you do driving. It depends on. It looks like you guys are just keeping to the roads, so you're not going to have to encounter any difficult terrain. But normally it's the speed of the Humvee is 10 hexes if uninterrupted per shift, which is pretty significant. But again, you never know what you might find.
Right. Okay, then.
Okay.
We move, hopefully unimpeded.
Yeah.
Fingers
We
crossed.
probably need some sort of what is that? There's a roll, right?
Yes, so you may encounter hazards as you go, which means that you driver needs to make a driving roll.
Got it.
I don't think so. Since we're on open road, there really is no difficult modifier, or we're on a road. Yeah, there is no modifier for that. But you run the risk of running into a hazard, which can be very, very detrimental.
Do I need to roll like a recon or anything for us?
So we can determine.
There's like I see where that there's like I missed the page. There's a page with our actions that we can do, like
yes,
our overland actions.
That's on 134 or
Thank you.
135. Yeah, there's things you can do on your shift. I don't know that there is a mechanic. It just says keeping watch. It doesn't say what that means mechanically. But if you just declare that and something is coming up, then maybe we can I'll give you a recon roll with advantage or with a modifier bonus, so you can spot them before they spot you. But in the meantime, unfortunately, we have a failure.
Oh no!
Our driver.
Hey man, dice are random.
Dice
Hang
are
them all.
random. That's how it goes.
Oof.
Which means you need to roll a d10 to roll on the driving hazards table.
Ooh.
Rocks fall, we all die.
7. Crash.
What?
Of course.
The vehicle crashes violently into a tree, rock, barrier, or other solid object and suffers damage to the front equal to its travel speed rating. So that would be 10. The vehicle also becomes bogged down. The crash can warrant unwanted attention.
How far have we gotten?
Roll a d10 and we'll determine how
Hey, what the fuck? I'm sleeping here.
we're gonna take half of that actually. We're gonna roll 4. So 1 hex, 2 hex, 3 hex. So you just get past the abandoned city outpost that was Outstro. And you explain how this crash happens, Rory. I mean, did you 6 hours of driving is a long time. Did you just?
I've been getting a lot of great sleep.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, the fear of constantly losing my life, despite Hunter screaming consistently, I still managed to fall asleep behind the wheel. And hey, it happens, right? Sorry.
I'm sorry I scream in my sleep. God damn. Just happens sometimes.
Oh no.
Al is already getting out of the truck to start assessing the damage.
Yeah.
Can he do we need to push the truck back? Are we stuck like that?
Let me double check how significant this damage is to your vehicle. In the meantime, It is bogged down, which means that there will need to be a stamina check to unbog it, as you will.
All right.
The unbogification.
Yeah, I take off my backpack and put it in the back of the truck with Hunter.
I get out. Like my back's a little sore. I'm a little rough, but because I'm super old. I'm 37. I'm so close to death.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna hug the hell out of you one of these days.
You're older than my dad. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I'll start. I'll get up. I guess we're probably gonna try to push this out from what it crashed into, right? So I'll get on one side if you want to get on the other top.
Hunter volunteers to push,
No.
but I feel like everybody looks at her no.
Just drink your Poland Spring.
Or if you want, you can have the Nestle. It's fine.
She sits it out, but she looks pissed. She maybe smokes a cigarette.
What's your strength stamina, my friend.
Oh, it's a CF.
So I feel like I should be the primary.
Uh-huh.
and
I
you
agree.
should-
I agree.
And you should help. You should help.
I agree. I'm telling you, like, lift with your legs, Top. Lift with your legs. This is good medical advice.
Rory's in the back, like, who puts a rock in the road? Come on.
First off,
Could you put it in neutral?
Yeah.
All right. Live with my back.
No, legs. And I'll get in like with my shoulder and give it some while you're probably doing the lion's share of the work.
Yeah. I have a question about this. Do I get a +1 for being a ranger for stamina for marching and avoiding hypothermia and hardships, but I think that probably would not count.
No, I don't think that applies in this instance.
But I'll get the bonus from dear friend and stamina. We'll go with and I hope that I don't throw my back out, but because you said lift with your back, right? That was
no. Lift with your legs. Lift with your legs. Listen, it's the year 2000. Nobody lifts with their back anymore.
One success.
Okay. So that is enough to loosen it, but you're all going to lose. You're not going to be able to travel any further this shift. And the front armor is completely wrecked. So if you take any shots towards the front, it is not going to be. There's no way to absorb that. It's going to hit somebody or hit something.
See, now it looks authentic, right? Now it looks like the Russians really did find us.
That's true. Maybe we should mount the bike to the front.
Honestly,
would you do this to me?
So while you are unbogging the vehicle, Hunter, you're laying, I guess, in the back with your leg up, and you hear the radio go off.
Probably making snarky comments. Ooh, the radio.
Chatter. Let's see. What does it say? More dice, more tables.
But it says something like, everything's great. Don't worry about it.
Actually, ironically, it's a rock station with a DJ.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait, is it Motley Crue?
It is.
I'm just asking.
The first song you hear is Motley Crue, and you're like, "Tim, turn the damn tape off. I've heard enough Motley Crue." But it's actually the radio, and there's even a DJ with a thick Polish but speaking English. He sounds a little crazy. He's talking about the weather. He brings up Shepherd's Flock and how they're north of Pizza and moving south. He even mentions like the currency rate of exchange on 762 versus 556 right now.
Oh,
Kind of interesting that someone is talking about this things, kind of pretending everything's normal. I don't know. They must be a real radio enthusiast to keep doing this.
Is there some sort of code that he might be speaking in?
Does he sign off as 3 Dog? Ow!
No, it's not. You can't really determine any code. It seems pretty straightforward and pretty. There's no like weird random words inserted or anything like that. But you get the sense that if someone is broadcasting and it's reaching you here, they might be able to broadcast and reach much further than your Humvee vehicle. So something to consider.
Novak, do you have a sense of where they're broadcasting from? Can you get anything like a accent or something?
Ooh, that's fun. I like that idea.
Right, because you know how oh, you're clearly from Brooklyn. You're from wherever.
Yeah. I love it. Sure. Why don't? What could we use for that? What check? I want to say persuasion because I think that's really the most fitting thing here.
Sounds right to me.
Yeah. So yeah, sure. No,
that's like talking to people kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you want to make kind of trying to figure out, gee, where could this guy be from?
Could I bump my persuasion with a specialty because it's a local thing for me?
Oh yeah, your linguistics. Yeah, absolutely. Very good idea.
Perfect. Okay, so then that's a D12 and a D10.
I cannot help you. I do not persuade people. It's not a thing I do.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a special thing that only you can.
Yeah, no one can help. We're all dirty Americans except for you.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, it's that classic Psy Cow accent that everybody in Poland knows about.
Oh,
Yep.
You know what? I know where. It's
Nothing.
Psychow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, because you know how it is in a lot of European places, you can tell people by their town real because
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a very, very cool idea of trying to triangulate instead of
Problem though, Top.
tech.
It's pretty much directly south of where we're at now. There is some forestry region that we would likely also have to encounter. If we double back, the shepherd's flock may encounter us back at the abandoned town of Ostra. And
they're heading south right now anyway.
yes.
So we probably want to.
Could we go on like a diagonal, run the hypotenuse back to the road so we're off road for a couple X's and then we're back on that road south?
I'm for it. I'm
Medic
here
with
for
the
the gamble.
big words here.
Yeah, you learn all about Pythagoras when you are in field training for being a medic. It's a
Doctors know Latin, right? So yeah.
yeah.
He's the one with the triangle.
I think I mean, there can't possibly be more rocks off road than there were on this road. So it's
that makes sense.
And I look at the huge, massive boulder that's right in the middle of the road. That's also weirdly the same color as the road, and also it's like a little line drawn up, so it looks like maybe it was put there on purpose. Creepy.
Yeah, it looks like it's like a makeshift barricade somebody tried to put in front of the road, and it jumped out at you.
Coyote was here.
All right, we should see if we can, when we stop
I can push
somewhere.
us back to the road, but
Yeah.
I'm going to need to get some sleep soon.
Okay.
And I think getting back onto the road, maintaining that, as you said, what, hypotenuse?
Hypotenuse, yeah.
We're going to move at this angle, and this is probably going to save us the most time. So
All right.
I can get us there, but someone's going to have to follow the path.
Okay.
All right.
At that moment,
Always.
nothing happens. The weather remains the same.
If Hunter got her sleep on this shift, I'll take my sleep on this shift. So
And I'll take watch.
All right.
I dig it. And okay, cool.
I'll hit us with a drive.
You still driving? All right. So the plan is to double back and head or go diagonal. So can you draw
use the
hypotenuse with a freehand in a different color than what I've drawn?
Sure.
Just
I'll
so
go,
this is
in
now the
blue.
second shift of driving. We're now in afternoon.
There.
Ooh.
Okay, that's the plan to start moving. Okay, cool. Roll me another driving check.
You got it.
Bam! Success. Okay.
Take it.
So,
I think so because we don't have any front armor.
Yes.
And because Top is sleeping.
Yes.
And because Sam can't stand.
Yes.
I am going to stand in that machine gun position
Okay.
just in case anything approaches us from the front.
Okay. So, good call. Do you want to unstrap you're still keeping the motorcycle on, right? That's
Yeah.
the plan?
Yeah, because we might need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I am very gently explaining this to everybody that is specifically because of these reasons and that I'm not trying to usurp any machine gun position. In fact, I would rather be safe in the cab of the truck.
I have a question. I'm a little unclear on something. It's a little vague to me. When you say that you're explaining to everyone, do you mean Hunter? Because I feel like
words seem to be pointed in that direction.
Yeah, so I think we've established that Hunter makes Al a little nervous. And so I think Al
tries.
Al has a hard time speaking directly to Hunter. So this is to everyone, but it is meant really just for Hunter.
Hunter, you're freaking out the medic, okay? He's clearly talking to you.
No, this is just a general announcement.
Al, it's okay. It's okay. Just
Rory,
just dial back the machismo. You're hard as fuck. We get it. You kill people. Bang bang pow pow. Just don't spook the medic.
Hey, chill it, Sibby. You go back to speaking Russian, and I'll go back to shooting, and we'll all be good. All right?
Yeah. I'll just keep driving. You keep laying down.
Хорошо or whatever.
Wake me up.
Yeah, I wait until Sam is not around to thank Rory for standing up for me.
We use 6 units of fuel a shift. Is that right?
So it's yes, 6 units because you're using alcohol. So thank you. Yeah, please note.
And we started with 46.
Started with 46. Yeah, half of your fuel, or 47 even.
47. Okay.
And this is still regular terrain. You don't the way you drive, you stay out of the woods.
We get a full 10, right?
Yeah, you can get a full 10, but you encounter something. So,
but when?
But when? Now, where Bub stopped drawing. How about that?
I feel like we really encounter the thing way later, right? Like,
no, I think it was right where
super
Bub stopped
later.
drawing. I think that's no. Wait, hold on.
It feels like that to me too. Like I totally feel that.
I think it was where it was. Okay. So one of the really cool things about this game is that there are 52 possible encounters, which makes it great because 52 is also the standard amount of cards in a playing cards deck. So I'm gonna draw a card. Hooray!
Just for a soup salesman.
Yeah.
Soup salesman.
And we're just gonna go.
Or a vodka salesman would be even better.
That would be nice.
So this is
Yes.
the 9 of spades.
Primo shit.
9
of spades. Meanwhile, still in the background.
Oh, so who was our person on watch? As I believe.
C'est moi.
Al? Okay, you are on watch.
Yeah.
Make
I'm sleeping.
a recon check at -2, which means bring your die size down 2.
Oh
I
wait,
cannot
is
help
Al
because
watching?
I'm asleep.
Oh, I thought Al was on watch on the machine gun, but
No,
might be
Al's on the
wrong.
machine gun.
okay,
right?
okay, yeah, you're
I
right.
think
That's a
I'm
separate
on watch and
Okay.
Al's on the machine gun,
Yeah.
which is
Gotcha.
probably for the worse because my recon's probably worse than.
Oh,
Okay.
it would be hard with a -2. I literally don't roll any dice. I think.
Do you have recon as a
No.
skill? Oh,
I
Do
have
you have
okay.
recon?
I have recon.
intelligence. Yeah.
So
I've got a
roll
D.
your is it whatever the intelligence I think it is too. So
Oh,
don't
yes,
forget to
yes,
roll
yes,
that
okay.
too.
Rory,
Thank
do you
you.
have
Bringing that
recon?
up.
Recon. Let's see.
I mean, you're a civilian, so
No, I do not.
I'm asleep. I cannot help you.
Should have made the mechanic.
Okay.
Do we need a 6 to hit this?
Yeah,
do?
6 is a success.
Oh,
You could push.
no.
Do you want to push yourself?
There's man, it's not really gonna be great odds, but you know what? Does it go to my stress or my damage? It goes to my damage, right?
You're stressed.
Or
No, this is an intelligence check. so it'll be
intelligence. Okay,
stress.
you know what? Fine, I'll take some stress. Fuck it, I'll push. Why not?
Okay.
Can't be
okay.
any worse than 2 failures, right?
So what is your base for these?
For what? So my base for
So these
I've
actually
got
are
a
going to
C
go.
in intelligence.
You're
and a
actually, because of the
D.
modifier, you're only going to be rolling 1d6 because the D drops down to an F and the C drops down to a D.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, no, good point. Good point. I wasn't
Yeah.
even rolling
Yeah.
appropriately. Well, that boxing sucks.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Hey guys, random dice are random.
I have
As
a
you're
question.
driving,
Do I
yes.
get that healing from my shift while I was sleeping? Here's my question.
Were you down a health?
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
push.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you recover that.
Okay.
Before, as you're driving, you
This is
don't
what happens
notice.
when you sleep. This is what happens when you sleep. This is why none of us ever sleep ever. Do you have methamphetamines? Like, I just want to know, hey, medic, like, do we have to sleep? I have questions.
I think I only have downers.
Oh, never mind,
So I
that's okay.
don't think that's going to help anybody.
Amphetamines were in the
stay
other
awake.
bag.
Yeah.
You know what? This is going to turn into a quest for coffee.
I had a choice. I could scrounge for water or amphetamines, and body can survive without amphetamine.
the quest for
Not wrong.
caffeine sequel.
Okay, so you're driving and you don't notice until the very last moment that there's a rock that seems actually to not be a rock, but a blanket covering something else. And you drive underneath and there is a loud explosion. You have run over an IED. I'm going to say the bottom plate of the armor on the Humvee means that you're not going to be hurt, just because I don't want to kill all of you. But the Humvee flips over and all of you are upside down, and everyone take roll half a d6 for
Oh no!
damage.
What happens to Al?
Yeah, I was gonna say I was
Yeah,
through
you
the
were the
roof on that
machine-
one.
Oh
You
man.
duck.
So
you duck.
yeah, I was gonna say you didn't necessarily need to be standing in it the whole 6 hours. It's you could
Gotcha.
have said like, oh, if we run into anything creepy, you jump in. So we can
Mhm.
assume it's one of those times where you're just hanging tight. So everyone take 1 damage because the dice were kind from getting bumped around. But
Question.
Okay.
How much
Yes.
damage does an IED do,
So
and how much
it's-
bottom armor would we have? It doesn't. It says front, side, rear, but like
Yeah.
clearly, come on now, our Humvees. We know about IEDs. We would have armor on the bottom. What 1?
I would say I think it does say somewhere that bottom or it's the blast power is 12.
Wow.
I think our lovely GM is being generous with us
Yeah.
here.
I know.
Yeah, I geez, this is a tough one.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So you're all flipped over, and the reason I did that is because you hear hooting and hollering, and what sounds like a pickup truck with a bunch of men just dressed regularly with AKs start driving out, and they're shooting in the air excitedly.
Oh
and,
boy,
yelling
what are they speaking?
pleasant things. They're speaking Polish,
Mhm.
but it's not friendly Polish.
Mhm.
They're like piratey guys.
Yeah,
right,
pirate
everybody.
guys, marauders.
Arr.
So
Sick Polish pirates, my favorite.
we're gonna pull out one of the wonderful battle maps that this game has given us. Let's see.
Blast power.
So
What was
Hunter's
the-
first instinct is to go to make sure that Cassius is doing all
There
right.
we go. Forest Road.
What's the blast power of that IED?
So this shaped charge is specifically listed as 12. I'm not sure.
No,
if
that's
the
its range, right? But what's its blast power?
blast power of 12. That is what it says here.
So I've got
Power.
interesting A, B, C, D. 100 blast.
So that would be A, right? Because an A rating is a D12.
Yeah, right? Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't really. It says IED a weapon in. I don't have the book in front of me.
I'm looking at it.
Troop, do you see? Does it have a damage? I don't want to.
I'm just interested
know,
for like knowledge.
No, absolutely.
purposes.
I'm curious too. Just for the one shot sake,
Yeah, yeah.
we won't explode you all.
Because like
But,
maybe we wouldn't die. Because I'm just wondering
yeah.
like if IEDs are that terrible. Because then we know.
seems like a pretty unfair kind
we're
of
like, oh.
encounter if that's the case. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna bring our soldiers, our uses out. You'll have to forgive me. I don't remember what you were. Or wait, I think I can copy and paste them. James, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you definitely remember what I was.
I was looked a little bit more tactical. That
There we
was
go.
me. I looked a little more tactical.
Bringing people over slowly but surely.
Yeah.
By the
and,
way,
like,
you can actually make them smaller if you want. You don't have to at all, but you can just click them and resize them using
So,
the shift button.
They're already on the smallest, I think.
You can shift if you. Or
Yeah.
sorry, if you hold
small them
Alt.
even
Wait, I think it's
further.
Alt. Sorry, if you hold Alt, you can size things as
Oh,
you
yeah.
like. Yeah,
All right.
if you want. You don't have to.
And our last person is top.
Did I say shift earlier? I'm sorry.
Okay.
um,
Everybody's here. On the road, flipped over.
Which is
Tight
rude.
tight little
Rude.
bunch like a family. And
Aw, wholesome.
Great for grenades.
Yeah.
That's
what I was thinking.
here's our Humvee.
Flipped.
It's flipped. We'll put here the classic flip color, orange. Flipped.
That's
Pretty
that's
nice.
universally recognized.
Everyone knows
Absolutely.
that. Everyone knows that.
And then our bad guys
Yes.
coming in over here.
The Polish
They're
pirates.
on a Humvee.
We'll
Oh no, they're
take
on a
that-
pickup, which I think I have a token for, but I didn't add. So we're
take
gonna
that too.
As
yeah.
as
Pick
we're
up
laying
truck.
there, Al says, "I'd like to make a suggestion that our journey continues off road from here on out."
Why is everything bad rocks?
That wasn't a rock.
But this is, and I'll hit play on the tape player.
Oh no.
Motley Crue blaring out of the speakers. Somehow the tape player
oh my God.
survived.
Yeah.
The tape player and the
It's
speakers
Kickstart
took
My
no
Heart.
damage.
Kickstart my heart. And it's, or for Roller 300 in chat, here I go again on my own. Right? It's just it's like the all 80s rock station all the time. This is all we got. That's all we have.
So
the
let's
Polish
all
guy ready goes go. Ow!
let's all do initiative again. Everybody roll a d10 and
How
gonna
how
have
far
to
away
choose.
are they? They're coming up on us
Ooh.
fast.
they're coming up on you
Yeah.
fast.
Hunter's on the drop every fucking time.
But
Crazy.
there's a reason why you're just like you know.
Oh,
5.
no
all right?
one need medical attention until next round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? As a medic, that's not the worst place to be.
Right? Yeah.
Kind of good, actually. You know?
Okay, cool. Can everyone plug in their initiative on the turn order on the left while I
Ooh, good point.
roll my baddies?
Ooh, how do I even do that?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to
Can
do
you
that.
access it?
No.
Oh, you
I
can't?
don't
Okay,
think we
cool.
can,
All
yeah,
right,
because we have to have
Just
character
read
sheets
out,
and a.
read out what you got, Hunter.
2.
2. Top
5.
5. Al
10.
10. Rory
7.
7. Oh, and look at that. The bad guy's got a 5 and a 6. So on the back of this pickup truck, you see a mounted machine gun.
Rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, super rude.
I mean, I don't think they even asked us if that was cool.
I know. Totally copping.
So you've all been knocked prone. It will take your entire fast action to stand up. Or you could stay prone.
And
That's
shoot
fine
from-
too.
shoot from prone,
and
which
shoot
gives us
from
a
prone
bonus.
position, which actually makes you more difficult to hit as well. So Hunter, you go
Totally
first. You have your weapon. You also have strapped to your back a law, which is it's a missile launcher. It's a missile launcher. Disposable.
How hard is that to set up on a? Yeah, I think
It's
so.
shoulder
A
mounted.
vehicle.
They're actually incredibly light, and that's why you have it just on your back. You just pull it off,
Well,
extend it,
fuck.
and fire.
They're like this big. They're not that big when
Yeah.
they're not extended, and then they're pretty light. You just like
Yeah.
So I can just do
It's
that in a
the-
turn?
The most adorable, terrifying thing that the
Yeah.
They're
U.S.
so
Army has ever
cute.
made. Yeah.
They're so cute.
Oh my god!
But
I
don't
love
we need their
it.
truck?
So
I need one of these in real life. Not.
it's going to take your fast action to take it out, and then with all heavy weapons, and I should have been doing this, you have to aim them first before firing. You can't just.
That's a
kinda
fast action.
snap. Yeah,
well, you
so
can.
have
It's just
to
that's a
say-
-2.
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
With
it's just it's a
explosives. Okay.
basically you can
Alright.
if you don't aim you get a -2, but if you do aim then
Yes.
you counteract it.
Exactly. So you have to spend your first action to take it off your back, and then you can aim as your second fast action, or you can just snapshot fire it at the thing, which you get a +2 because it is a large vehicle, so that nets out.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. That's yeah. We're doing that. Fuck it. Pull it out. Just fire away.
All
Play
right.
that fucking rock song on the radio.
So
God
give
damn
me
it.
a heavy weapons check.
All right, one failure, and let's see, 1d10.
You're-
Please be good.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah! Woo!
it's a double success.
Yes.
What is the damage on a law? It should be on your.
Do you want to know?
That's all
I
I
do.
do.
It's 6.
And another success on top makes it 7.
Mhm. Oh, hey, does it have
Wait,
a does it
the
have
crits? The
an
crits
ammo
3.
die?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, what's it? It's 3.
no.
Okay, so you only got. I have to double check. I don't know if explosives have ammo dies.
I don't know what to do with it.
I
That
don't
seems
see
too strong
anything
to
that
me.
says it, but it says
Is there a rate of
mag
fire?
1,
ROF.
So I think that's my 1.
So if you want
Um,
to roll a d6, and yeah, I'll let you roll a d6 for the ammo as well. If you hit a 6,
Okay, yeah. Roll 1d6.
okay, no success, but you still double successed, which, I mean, you shoot a pickup truck with a law. The pickup truck goes boom. Okay.
Yeah!
Yeah, it
That's what I'm here for.
explodes.
Yes.
Yeah. The shaped charge is jealous of this explosion.
It should
If it
be.
were sentient, and it goes flying up, and bodies go flying, and it's just a big explosion, and it's all gone. So okay,
What
there we
can I say
go.
except you're welcome.
Yeah. Mark off. You've used one of your laws. You have one remaining.
I look over to L.
And
Maybe I don't stand up for you next time.
I just nod. I'm like,
She only murders people that
you guys
she
can
loves.
honestly just
Or actually also that she doesn't love. Actually, anyone really. It's
you can just see her face. She's grinning something terrifying. This is what she was signed up for. All right, one down.
Yeah,
Too
it's
old for this.
down. So, I mean, it's a huge explosion. The truck is decimated. Your truck is decimated. There's nothing you can scrounge because it's a giant explosion, but there will definitely be no more Polish pirates riding around in pickup trucks with their IEDs in the road.
so I guess we're walking.
Yeah, now I guess we're walking.
Scrounging first.
Sure, if you want to scrounge in the area while you're there. The
You
still's
scrounge from a dirt
busted.
bike?
You know what? Let's get a roll to see if we can make that dirt bike. Maybe the dirt bike went flying off in another direction.
I think the dirt bike. Yeah, there's a good
Yeah.
chance.
I think the
Right.
dirt bike is hurt, but so you'll have to fix it again.
Things are made to
But-
take a beating. I'm for it.
It's, like all dirt bikes, known for their durability.
Totally.
Yeah.
This is why we need bicycles.
Also,
easy to
I
fix.
just need to know if the radio works, because how are we going to get our hair metal if it doesn't work? Like, there's some
Oh.
questions that I have. Like just we need to assess our what we've got.
Sure. I mean, the speakers in the tape deck still work. So if you want to spend your time, your shift, trying to like use your knife to kind of angle it and pop them both out respectively, then I will allow it. So a tech roll to fix the dirt bike.
Okay.
If not, I'll say you can just march with it, like guiding it like a bicycle.
I'll come over because I know a little bit of technical things, and I've helped you work on your dirt bike before, Rory. I think probably like in downtime, you showed me how to do some stuff.
Okay.
And so I'll come over and lend a hand.
I'll aid as well, so you can get 2 +1s.
Yeah. So bump up your die size 2. And remember, if you hit 12 on one, the other one goes up whatever.
So do I focus on bumping the
So you
tech,
bump the
not
higher first, whichever is
gotcha.
higher first. Yeah.
I
All
think you
right.
bump tech first, right? And then it bleeds over. Yes.
I thought it specifically said that when people get bonuses, it goes up on whichever die size is higher to make it the best possible.
Okay.
And then,
Yeah, because the specialties it specifies to the skill, but I don't know about.
oh, okay.
Either way,
I was
going up
talking
2
to
dice
the-
sizes.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna push.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
So take one stress.
We've all
Got
been
it.
very stressed.
But push it real good.
All right, that's enough. Yeah.
The
The paint job is not what it was. That custom paint job that you had
Oh, man.
done
My slick
back in
flames.
pre-war. Yeah, very sweet flames. It's pretty chipped away, but you know
What
what?
did it look
It's still
like?
drivable.
What did the bike look like?
You had flames on your bike.
I mean, it was
Oh,
American.
that's
It was like
amazing.
American style dirt bike, right?
Sure,
Mhm.
yeah. You brought it with you to Poland. That's how much of a connection you have. with it.
Nice. That's the most bizarre thing, but I imagine it was designed specifically
what?
for off road. It's
Yeah.
probably like white body with like I'll just say pink flames, just because.
Nice.
Wow, subtle. Subtle.
That's
Oh, yeah.
cute. That's cute.
I am so glad we damaged this thing.
Oh man, dirt bike. Let me find the stats for dirt bike.
Yeah, I'm gonna scrounge.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's-
yeah.
How does that work? So we do a recon?
Let me find scrounge. Do you have scrounge rules open, Trooper, by chance?
I'm looking for
Let
it
me see.
right now.
I'm searching too.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
There's a scrounger skill.
Scrounging.
So
Look for useful scrap in the wastelands. Can be
Mhm.
done by several characters at the same time. Cannot be done from inside a moving vehicle. So explain what you're looking for while you're scrounging. Are you looking for, just explain. Yeah, what specifically? We're kind of. Where are we on the overmap? Let me.
I think we're doing the quick search rather than the full scrounge because we're
Okay.
like
Yeah.
partially in our.
Yes,
thing.
you've partially moved. So
Yeah, and there's scrap present. So no dice roll. It gives you a free roll on the scrap table. does not count as scrounging, and you can still spend the main part of your shift doing scans.
The scrap table.
Yeah. So basically, I think since we were spinning that hex moving, I think we can really do a quick search for.
Yeah, I agree. So James, do you have the scrap table open by chance?
I
Page
will.
139.
Yeah, it's a fun D100. Always fun.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Got it.
There's some good stuff here too.
There is. This is a good table.
So, do you want to scrap too, Pat? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We
well,
can all just do it. We can all just do a scrounge.
Yeah, just do a
Just a
scrounge.
D100.
Roll on that scrap table.
62.
Al, you find
Movie
Well,
DVDs.
Yeah.
I might be able to
Couple
trade
of
them for something. You know.
Yeah.
6.
Wow. You find the Lord of the Rings extended edition, which somehow still
Oh.
got made earlier than the movies actually.
Right.
came
Yeah.
out.
It's
Except it was like
Nice.
it was like made by by Roger Corman. So
Yeah,
it's,
it's the knockoff version. Yeah.
It's the well, Rankin Bass six
Yes.
extended
shit.
edition of the animated series.
They kept going
More
with that,
songs,
yeah.
way more songs. I'm so glad I'm with people who can appreciate this joke.
where there's a
Uh,
witch, there's a way.
D100, Pat.
Ooh.
That's got to be something good, right?
No.
Oh,
Wallet
boy.
full of moldy cash. So,
Hey, it's moldy cash is still cash.
Hey.
which is
yeah.
useless.
Oh, by the way, audience, people who are in the audience, the encumbrance system in this in the new edition of Twilight 2000 is super cool because you just have boxes and they just tell
Oh,
you how many
sure.
boxes things fill up. So you just get to just place it in your character sheet. You don't have to worry about weight exactly, just the
Mhm.
space on the sheet. It's very cool. You just
Can
place it in,
you, Mike, if you could bring up Trooper's character sheet, they did it correctly, where I
Oh.
just listed everything. Oh, I don't think it's here actually. I don't think it's in the
I
head.
did drop it in the
Yeah, maybe we'll tweet that later because you did
It's
it perfectly.
very cool.
It does
It's-
look very cool, and it's
it's
very
really cool.
very straightforward and easy to use. Dope. Okay, so everybody has
I'll
what
get
they
my
found
7.
7. Bicycle pump.
Hey,
That's a thing we might be able to use.
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe.
right? It's got like a spare. It's like worth one general spare part. Like that's
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in my. It takes a full slot, but I am strong. I will put
Yeah.
it in my thing. It's good.
All right. Cool. Let's find us some marching rules. Because our vehicles are out of commission, unfortunately. Twilight 2000. That's how it goes.
Ooh.
Okay. Speed factor is always 1 for marching.
Cool.
So we can go 1 hex at a time per shift.
Okay, and we have one shift more.
Plus Pat is Hunter's still injured.
Yes.
But we have the bike.
You have the bike. That's
Yes.
true.
do.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like we should put Hunter on the bike so that we can roll that out.
It should be a little easy. I mean, as long as she can mount up, there are back rear pegs for holding, and as long as one person's like grabbing onto a handle at a time, or we can just strap my rifle onto it and use that as like a support for one person on either side.
I love it.
Mhm.
We should probably get out of this area as quickly as possible and then set up a camp,
Yep. Agreed.
because if they were ambushing us, that means there might be more of them around.
Mm.
We should make our way towards that radio station.
Yes, to Psycho.
Okay.
Do we do a group roll? Yes, no.
So for making camp, or
No, for our last move, marching.
I think marching is just you walk on foot and it's 1 hex.
2 under good circumstances, you can march 2 hexes per shift on a road.
Sorry, are
or
you
1
going?
hex
Oh,
off
you're
road.
going. Oh, I thought you were cutting through the woods. Okay.
Well, where are we at on our big overland map?
So you're at where the blue ends on this road.
We're not on that map.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops! Sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
to take you with me.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're not? Are you now?
No, we are now.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're on
Okay.
the road. We can make 2 hexes on that road.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you were gonna cut through, but nice. I dig it.
Right.
All
So
right.
just be able to. Otherwise, we're going through the forest.
So we're getting. This is evening now. Next shift will be night. So someone, if you could, with a new color, just so we kind of know how far you went each day. Just draw another 2
Go ahead, Top.
X's.
All right, I got it.
And let's see what you
Freehand.
encounter on the road.
In honor of the dirt bike, let's just. I want that to be pink. Come on now. Didn't do it. Here we go. Pink. Regular line.
It's pink in my heart.
Yeah, in my heart it should be pink too, right? I'm like, come on now. Let's do that. 1, 2. Well, that's weird.
It's a very thin line.
It's a thin blue line. Why is it being weird on me?
Did you select the line tool or the freehand tool?
Freehand.
And then what does it say next to the color? Does it say thin, small, regular?
Regular.
long?
But you know what? I'm just gonna do polygon line.
That's
We'll just
interesting.
do that,
I dig it.
right? Because
Yeah.
and then and we're also gonna do extra large. Just that feels really large, but there you go. That's
There you
also
go.
not pink, but
It's salmon. We got it. It looks good.
it's just yeah. There you go. That's us.
Okay.
I was like,
So
I'm gonna make that look better.
what is so you're all marching simultaneously. You can
There
do
we go.
additional things while marching.
Mhm.
Mostly keeping watch.
Yeah.
I guess you're all keeping an eye out, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
fine. As you are marching down this road, you suddenly come to a long hill that's rising up, and it looks like at the top of the hill there was like an old stone overpass. Poland is an old country. There are lots of things. This seems very, very old, and it seems like it has stood here for a long time, or had. It has been mostly broken apart. The pillars on either side still hang or still stand, but other pieces have been destroyed. Part of you, Rory, feels a little saddened by this as more of your family's culture kind of disappears because Poland is once again a war-torn country.
History lesson day by day. And
Yeah.
it's not going to be much left by the time Rush is done with it. So might be a
Sorry.
good place for us to hole up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it is now nighttime. Some people have been sleeping on and off, but you can make camp at night and get some rest, eat some food, and keep watch. As
I'll take the night watch.
Yeah.
Food
I need
wise,
to
do we
sleep.
have to roll for that, or is it something
no,
we
so
just
you
pick up?
just use one of your rations and one of your waters
Okay,
for the
cool.
day.
That's what I thought.
We'll go with personal stores first, I suppose.
This is nightfall. Can we see like any and we're at the top of the hill. Can we see any sources of like fire, smoke rising into the sky, lights, that sort of thing?
Sure. Let's make a roll. Make a d6 roll, just random roll, and
All right.
let's see what you roll, and then I'll determine.
I got a 2.
2. Okay, you don't really see anything. You see to the north so you have binoculars too, right? I think I
Yes,
gave you binoculars.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
So scanning the horizon with your binoculars, you see, dots of what looks like a group of fires to the north, like in a row, like a large group had made camp.
Oh boy.
How far away? Like really far away, right?
Yeah, like really far. Yeah, exactly.
Like so far away, they're not gonna be hanging out with us today.
Probably not. Where's my freehand? What color was this again? Yeah, isn't it like the new one?
I kind of
That
pointed
seems
out the top.
inappropriate.
That might be the shepherds.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get a vehicle somehow. Hey, Gilson.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
So I'm from Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh shit, same.
Huh, look at that.
Y'all go to the same high school?
Gilson laughs and says, I maybe. I feel like I would have known you if we had gone to the same high school, Hunter.
There's a lot of high schools in Trenton. I also dropped out. Went back and finished, but it's a long story.
I only had one high school in my hometown.
Oh, where's that?
I would say I'm from Detroit, but that wouldn't really be accurate, but a bit farther out. Small town, a bit more rural.
Oh, yeah. I have cousins in Detroit.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's great. We went with my family when we were kids. I really loved it. It was a good time.
My school had a robotics team that went to Detroit once.
Were you
part of it?
On that team?
I'm not good at tech stuff.
This is the most forced conversation. Is
My
this
girlfriend
like
was
what all soldiers do? You guys just
Yes. Well,
like robot ham it up?
Look, I was trying to be open because you're a civilian, so I could ask you where you're from. But if we we're just going to go full military, I'd just say what your MOS was and where you went to basic. But I feel like you couldn't answer that question, so I was trying to be nice.
Well, I mean, I couldn't answer it myself, but I've got lots of family in the military. Just wasn't for me. I wanted to go a different route. I didn't think that everything could be solved with a gun.
A lot of things, if they can't be solved with a gun, you can always use, explosives.
Words tend to work very well. I hear that the informed can do a number of things, but then again, I'm not in special ops or intelligence. I just know what those that are capable can do.
So where are you from?
Words work great if everybody's talking.
Mississauga, Indiana.
Huh. So is everybody okay?
Everything's
also,
fine.
heat up your MREs. That's they're better if they're warm.
That's useful information. I wasn't taught that by the family.
Look, we're gonna get out of this. It doesn't look good, but we're gonna make it out of here.
Not if we find another fucking rock.
That's what you choose, not the IED. You're afraid of rocks going
No.
forward.
That
The
rock-
ID did
that
look
ID
like a
looked
rock.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be more on it next time. I can go to sleep.
My character actually genuinely laughs at that. It looked like a rock. God damn.
Yeah.
I have
All
no
right.
doubt, though, if we encounter another rock, that Hunter will shoot it fatally. So
Hey, rocks are dangerous.
Rocks have surprisingly high armor.
Yeah.
So it's a risk.
Look,
I can think of one rock that isn't dangerous.
we know
Please don't do
about
it.
the danger
Do
of
it.
rocks now.
don't do it.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's
gotta
right.
Oh, you're right.
Probably tell my character's like actually kind of not happy about that. Oh my god.
This is great. Everyone, give yourself a +1 bump on your next check because I'm loving the RP. Oh my god, did we lose someone?
Yes, we lost Pat.
Oh, Pat dropped. Oh no.
I'm sure we'll be back soon. Yep, right. Yay.
Sorry. My internet cut out.
No worries.
Really sorry about that.
Michael, we need to be rearranged.
He's right
there we
on,
go. He's
Sam.
on it. What a professional. I love
Boom.
it. Okay.
Cute.
But I'm saying, yeah, everybody give yourself a +1 on whatever your next check is for some really fun RP. And
I'll keep watch.
so okay, everybody else goes to sleep. Cassius is on watch. Cassius, you're keeping your eyes out for anything unusual, and something unusual does happen. A deer comes towards you. You have not seen a wild animal since arriving in Poland. And yes, obviously they, for the most part, stay away from people with guns. But even in those moments when you were on mission, some secret missions, where the point was to be quiet and stealthy, you still have seen very little wildlife. And there's this moment of calmness as this deer, it's kind of dirty, it's streaked with mud, kind of moves towards you and looks at you and looks around. What do you ignore it? What do you do?
Well, I've got my night vision goggles on
Mhm.
and my sniper rifle out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about how much food we have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about, I just like put it in my sights. I take a nice slow aim. And I think about it as I look at this deer, sort of scrawny and miserable. And like I've got my finger on the trigger just there. And then I think about how we cannot carry it. And I let it go. And I just watch it, just think about it and let it go.
All right. It runs
Only because we don't have the room to carry it. That's the only reason. It's no other reason. But I think about because I grew up where I grew up. I used to go hunting all the time. It was a thing that I did with my mom, who was like this amazing hunter, and we would go hunting all the time. And it's how I started, right, in that path that got me there. But this time, you don't always do it, and this time I don't. But it makes me think a lot, right, about, it's weird what it's like to shoot something in the head and just like sit there and concentrate and know that you're about ready to kill something, and what that does to you when you do that for like 20 years. And it's just like that kind of moment of like thinking about what I was like when I was 13 and was first doing that. And I just let it go this time when I know everybody else is like sleeping around me. Although maybe not Hunter, because Hunter slept earlier. Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Great. Awesome. I love it. Cool. Okay. So you wake up, the weather gets worse. Cloud cover is in the area. It's not raining yet, but you definitely get the sense that rain might be imminent. As you continue, you can march fully to Psychow now, where that Psychowian accent is waiting for you, and that radio tower. So is that the plan? Are we just marching still, or is there anything else anyone wants to do?
I think march straight forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have one question though.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter slept on the first shift,
Oh.
which means that Hunter could have done something else if
Sure.
they had wanted to.
Ooh,
in that last
yeah,
shift.
she probably actually would have. She probably would have been fixing up her gun first thing. But I don't know if she can do that. She does not have a tech rating.
So no, it's still great. Betty's still in good condition.
Mm-hmm.
Just
she takes such good care of Betty. It's like literally the only thing in her life that she cares about that anybody has observed.
Cleaning your guns. Do you have stress at the moment?
I do have one stress. I took.
So here's what I'll say: the act of cleaning your gun, slowly taking it apart and putting it together, counts towards kind of calming you down and getting your head back in the game, and you can get rid of that stress.
That actually makes perfect sense. Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like everyone gets to kill one, right? Recover, except for me because I'm on watch.
Yeah, anyone damaged since they're sleeping and stuff, you can reduce.
I'm up to full.
You got from the boo boo of the Humvee exploding beneath you.
I suppose we need to make the make a camp roll though. Yes.
Where are the rules for making a camp? I just see that it
Is it a survival
142. It's a
142.
survival roll. Yeah.
Sure. So
I
make a survival roll. Whomever wants to do it. Only one player can do it, but everyone else can help. If you can explain to me.
Who's got the best survival?
I am the worst.
I'm a CC.
Don't I'm from Trenton. I've never been. I've never been in the woods.
Also from Trenton, I'm a single D.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
I'm from the actual streets of Trenton. You're probably from like the suburbs. I don't know.
Let me roll that. Let me just roll that. Yeah, it'll be.
Give yourself a +1 because you're kind of using the overhang as part shelter.
So that's a D10 and a D8. And I think also, do I have a ranger? That's marching, paratrooper, sniper, infiltrator, combat engineer. No, I don't have a bonus on that. Oh, but we do get the one bonus. You know what?
Oh yeah, that's right. For the
Yep. I'm going to push it. I'm going to take a stress because that's what I care about. I care about this team.
Yeah.
Because it's.
And we can help you with this too, right?
Yeah, you can help.
Yes.
Just explain how you're helping.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think what I would start doing is if we're making camp, I'd probably start digging some holes for, defense, pooping, all kinds of stuff that you need holes for.
Yes.
What? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One needs like poop holes. It's true. This is 2 actually. 2 for our 2 to find the camp.
Nice. Okay, yeah. You set up. I'm trying to think if this says there's something for additional successes.
We get everything good.
Yeah, I think that's it. You just get
It's all
everything
good.
Everything's great.
Everything is awesome.
The MREs are wonderful. The FRHs work perfect. They heat up beautifully. You get your beef and mac or whatever it is.
And I'm gonna roll the recon to make this a hidden camp.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I see that.
Because just because we don't need anybody running around in our business. Who needs that? Nobody. That's all. And I actually do think I get a bonus for that for my recon.
Okay, the deer defeats your recon regardless. It's a super
yeah.
deer. So
Yeah, I see the deer. Like we have that moment. It's good. And then so that'll be 2 successes in case anybody tries to kill us at night.
Oh, nice. That's great. Hopefully no one other than that deer comes by.
I hope not. I think it's like a beautiful night in that way, where it's gonna get overcast in the morning, you said?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds right.
I think when it's sort of like that, when we're getting towards dawn, right, which is one of the most dangerous moments. I know that Hunter's up and Gilson and Novak are asleep. And so I just start humming quietly so that people really outside can't hear it, but Hunter can. One of our cadences. And like I don't say the words, I just hum the tune so that you know which one it is. It's just that kind of moment where it's just kind of that kind of moment where it's quiet. It's probably a little foggy, right? So everything is sort of that kind of quiet moment. And I just sort of hum a little bit one of the tunes.
Yeah, and now she's fixing her gun. She's actually gonna start humming along after the first refrain. She she hesitates a minute and she looks to see if anybody's awake. Nobody is. She starts humming too.
Yeah.
Just a nice moment.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
As Gilson wakes up, he goes, Burger Chef. That was the name of the place. In Detroit, did you ever eat at a Burger Chef?
I did. We didn't go into the city a lot, but it was like a thing we would do for birthdays.
Yeah, I still remember.
All I remember is that your public transportation was better than SEPTA, so at least you got that over PA.
Yeah.
Fuck Pennsylvania.
I think Gilson laughs at that. He likes making fun of Western Pennsylvania.
Who doesn't?
Yeah,
Look,
I mean,
everybody shits on Detroit, but everybody shits on New Jersey, but you know who the real culprit here is? Fucking Pennsylvania.
Listen, everything between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, it's just fucking, oh God, ridiculous.
feel like we should just.
I'd rather be here.
Yes. Out of character, I love you, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is amazing. Love you so much.
Out of
Scrapple's
character,
bad.
I'm from
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. That's why I'm shitting on it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. My spouse's family is from Pennsylvania, so love you, Pennsylvania. Thank you. Thank you for turning blue.
We love you.
Yeah, keep voting. Keep voting. Thank you.
Sorry, I just had to.
I mean, I think Scrapple is a sin against humanity and food.
Whoa.
That's-
Hey, you know
Disagree.
what? No, no.
Pennsylvania.
Disagree.
I'm a
I would like to
vegan, but I
attack
will
the
stand-
GM.
We don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. All right, we
Roll
gotta end
D20.
it at 4. Okay.
All right. Sorry.
Okay, so you definitely are capable of marching the rest of the way down the road to Saikau, if that is what we want to do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as you approach, you see the radio tower. It's like in the center of town, sticking up, very visible, very classic radio tower. And there doesn't seem, the rest of the town seems to be completely deserted.
I guess that's the place, right?
That's always a good sign.
Yeah.
Are there any vehicles in the town?
You don't see any parked on the streets, but there are houses with garages. So if you wanted to look through them, you could probably do some searching.
Yeah, maybe after the radio station.
Yeah, let's hit up the radio.
If we need to keep
station,
moving.
And then we'll do some scrounging.
This
Sure.
guy's probably holed up here. Likely a little kooky. If he's still shooting out these on every frequency, then likely armed and prepared to shoot at just about anything that comes through those doors.
Well,
But he's talking English.
and you're the
Yes.
talker,
it's
so
not a Rusky.
I think I know how you can get through to him, and I will pull out the tape from the tape deck and hand it to you, Rory. The Motley Crue tape.
Things
Yeah.
I did not expect I'd be doing. Googling
Wait.
Motley Crue albums.
Al, you have a
Wait,
problem.
but actually though, this is brilliant.
Motley
Of all the
Crue
things you could
discography.
scrounge, you salvaged this.
Well, I also have these Hobbit DVDs.
You have a live recording of a concert DVD from Motley Crue as well.
Well, maybe
just saying,
he
that's
is a very unique fan. Let's.
the Grateful Dead and like live concerts. That's how you get everything. That's it right there.
I'm just shaking my head.
It's a bootleg recording.
She's
when
definitely
they
she
toured to
definitely
Poland
listens to
in
punk music.
the late 80s, converted to DVD.
This is how we
Okay.
defeat the Russians with rock music.
I
Mhm.
feel like it's the
Love.
album Girls, Girls, Girls,
Yes.
and that's what I feel like it is.
Oh yes.
That's the one.
So you come up on the radio tower, and as you get closer, external speakers that are on the outside of it start talking to you. And the voice says, oh man, my apologies to Polish people and the accent I am now going to be using. Hello, hello. Oh, I see you there. You are coming to say hello to me, yes?
I'm not sure if he can hear us, so yeah, yes.
Yes, you see a camera swivel towards you, like an external camera. I see you. I see you there. I see you talking to Georgie. Hello.
Affirmative.
You have guns. I do not like guns. Please put guns down.
We're not pointing them like
Sure. No, I understand, but
just so you know, we're not like
Can
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
you can you hear us in there, or do you just see us?
I see you and I hear you. Yes, I do both.
We heard your broadcast. Are you?
Your fans. Fans are coming.
You know, we are. Well, at least most of them are. I figured you might want something a bit more unique to your one-man survival situation. It's how do you feel about this live broadcasted tape of Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue? I can tell by the pause that you're at least considering it.
Oh my goodness.
We also have Lord of the Rings.
Make a persuasion check. Rory.
This isn't the
Are you
weirdest thing
speaking
I've done.
English or are you speaking Polish?
I'm speaking English.
Okay.
All right. So
it's, you know,
That's-
good American hair metal. Although maybe we should have like, I don't know, scorpions.
I think
That's
it might be a
good
benefit
European,
that
you
I
know.
speak if I'm speaking English, it might be better than if I was speaking with a Russian dialect. So
Sure.
I'm gonna push.
Ooh, yeah. So you rolled a 3 and a 2.
I cannot help you, by the way.
Remember, you
hate
get you get
everything.
that bonus from the RP
Oh yeah,
too.
you get
Do I?
Yeah. We all get one a
So
plus 1 to our
bump
check.
up that one D,
So that
the
10 to a
D10 to
12?
becomes a D12. Yeah,
All
exactly.
right.
Nice.
Can we
We can
aid
go.
by singing Motley Crue?
I was
behind
about to ask you all to sing something from Motley Crue, if you would,
Yeah.
to gain entry to visit your friend and mine, Georgie.
This is your chance. Stop.
Girls. Right, like you said, it's just like that's right there. And he's like, well, all right. And he does the like a good,
Oh my God.
good, sincere. Was that? Oh, okay. This is the problem. This is what happens.
Wait, how many times can you push?
Just once.
Okay.
That just counts as your first roll, though. Well, you
Okay.
can push again if you want because.
Oh, that's right, because you didn't do
the
the
bonus.
right dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that I'm singing Motley Crue, right? But I think actually, oh no, wait, I'm gonna sing "Talk Dirty to Me," right? In the basement, lock the cellar door, and baby, talk dirty to me.
He does the like a made up guitar solo for a
And it's
very
awkward.
long time. Yes, it is. You're just all sitting there like, yeah, that's not how it went. That's better. They should have done that, but I guess you wave the DVD or the album in front of the camera, and you hear burn, and the door slides open. That to the radio station.
Hiker, I think that our renditions are so not on point that I feel like no DMC will ever get what we got going on. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I actually sang "Died in Your Arms Tonight," which is a Cutting Crew song, not a Motley Crue song.
Oh, it's close though. It's
Yeah.
close though. Yeah. Mhm.
I feel like my character actually knows like the lyrics to a whole bunch of these and can actually sing, but chose not to.
Yeah. I think that's true. Actually.
I think Rory just has a face of defeat. Just
She just looks like, nah, I'm not gonna participate in this bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Gina used to work on the docks.
oh my God.
Union's been on strike. It's down on his luck. It's tough.
Oh,
New
God.
Jerseyans, I'm surprised you're not jumping in here for that.
We gotta hold on to what we got.
Doesn't even matter if we make it on.
I think I'm gonna join the shepherd's flock.
And that's all I
For
know.
love. Boom.
And I think it's
Sorry.
Now listen, I apologize to unMadeGaming because obviously the Twitch algorithms are gonna pick this up.
No.
here's the thing.
Oh, that's
Sometimes when you're in
This
really
whole broadcast.
stressed out situations, right? Like there are those moments. I will tell you, you have no idea how many times we all burst into song when I was in the army. Many times. This happens a lot. It's just like the army's like being in a musical, but with camouflage. So
As we walk in, I'm gonna lean over to Hunter and say, I was on that robotics team, and then just keep walking.
Gotta look at you just like this.
Yeah, that Burger Chef meal was a victory meal after winning the robotics competition, right?
yes, yes, it was.
You'd think
Oh
my
my
tech would be higher,
God.
but robotics have changed a lot. So
Again, she was not in the team herself. Her girlfriend was.
Yeah, right. And she's like, I knew someone.
She does not know anything about fucking mechanics.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Georgie is excited to meet actual Americans who share his enthusiasm for rock and roll, and
And big hair.
treats you kindly, big hair. He lets you have access to the radio tower. We can just kind of wrap things up. You make contact with a German patrol that is on the outskirts of Poland, and we'll say that they tell you a route back that would be safe, that they have guard posts set up and checkpoints that if you follow this, you'll be able to make it. And you make it back to Germany and the war continues. And that's Twilight 2000.
Wow.
So I make it even though I have one more year left before retirement?
You make it
I'm
even though you
shocked.
have that deer. No, that deer snipes you on your way back.
Oh no!
You should have had me while I was in your sights.
Because the deer was actually in disguise.
Yeah.
When I get back to the
so-
States,
It was
I'm-
Spetsnaz the whole time.
the whole time.
I'm going to write. I'm going to write the Pulitzer Prize winning journal documentary
sure.
specifically about this, and it's just going to be titled "One Motley Crew."
That's great. That's great.
Oh,
Cool.
man.
Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Let's go around. Tell me where people can find you on the internet, what you're currently up to. My name is Rudy Basso. You can follow me on Twitter at Rudy Basso. I edit a bunch of podcasts that you can listen to. The one I'm working on right now that I'm really proud of is called Beholder. It spotlights women and non-binary people working within the gaming industry. I think it's a really important podcast hosted by my friend Lisa Penrose, who is amazing. So please check that out. It's on all the podcast places. Pam, where can people find you online? What are you up to? Pat.
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 My bad. I'm sorry.
No problem. I wasn't sure if you're talking to me. Hey, hey, first off, I want to congratulate you. This was a fantastic game. Really loved it. You run a tight fucking ship. You really nailed it on the timing of everything. And wow, great work. Fucking phenomenal. So I'm the co-host of Diesel Shot, which is another Twitch stream. We usually run later in the evening than this, not kind of catered towards the British timeline, unfortunately. We might open some time slots for that anyway. I'm digressing here. You can find me on Twitter at _spider, Spider Queen Long. That's my online name for everything. Just look up Diesel Shot. It's all one word, Diesel Shot. We are kickstarting a queer sci-fi tabletop RPG called Changed Stars in March. So we're really enthusiastic about that. I've been working on a lot of other things. I'm the lead illustrator for my channel. Ooh. So hey, if you guys like cool art, if you guys want to see, see more of me, check out Diesel Shot, Spider Queen Long _spider on Twitter. And we've got a lot going on. Changed Stars coming up in March. Woo!
That sounds exciting. I'm just taking notes.
Oh yeah, no, but it's super queer. Basically, the human empire launched itself into space and tried to conquer the globe, and then a whole bunch of people were like, "Hey, fascism's bad," and they kicked their ass. And it's been 100 years since that war, and things are a little dicey still. But we're trying to make a living in a new galaxy. That's the kind of premise.
Sometime offline, we should talk about 1970s lesbian feminist separatist sci-fi novels. We'll have that conversation.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I'll talk you up on that.
Yes, continuing clockwise. Bubbernot, what are you up to? Where can people find you online?
Guys, I'm Bub. I'm the Bubbernot. I do lots of tabletop stuff all across the internet. I perform over on Roll For It every Saturday. It's a VTM experience with Mathis Games, Little Red Dot, and Miss Magitech. I'm also a part of an award-nominated VTM experience with most of that same crew, and that is completely evading my brain pan right now. I can't seem to remember the name of the podcast that I'm a part of. Please
Stitch
help
of
me.
Fate.
Something by night.
Stitch of
by
Fate.
Stitch of
Thank
Fate.
you.
Yes.
Wow, I
Because it's good.
I failed there. Yeah, Stitch of Fate. I portray a monster among monsters, and it seems to be doing well enough. I do a lot of other tabletop stuff all over the internet. Come find me at twitch.tv/thebubbernot. Thanks, guys, and thank you, Mike, for having me on board this experience, and Rudy for putting together something last minute. I literally told him that I wanted to play this like 14 hours ago. So compliments to you for being on the ball and much faster than I think most people were even prepared for.
I didn't sleep much last night. Moving along clockwise, James Giacasso, where are you online? What are you up to?
So I would also like to echo what Pat and Bub said, which is, Rudy, thank you so much for running this, because I pretty much came in knowing nothing, and now I really like this and want to play more. So this was awesome. So thank you so much for doing that and for running the game. I'm James Giacasso. I'm at James Intricasso on Twitter. I write and design role-playing games. The latest game that I came out with is called Burn Bright. It's a Roll20 integrated role-playing game that is science fantasy. You can find it at Burn Bright. Bright is spelled BRYTE.com. And I also have a bunch of other stuff that you can check out over at worldbuilderblog.com. And starting in 2021, I'll be working full-time for MCDM, developing RPG products. So go check them out. MCDM, it's Matt Colville's production company. And that's me.
Did you tell him I love Evolve for me yet?
I have told him that you love Evolve, and he said that was very nice, and that he wished more people loved Evolve.
Yeah, that was Evolve's downfall, unfortunately. And last but certainly not least, Top Trooper. Where can
Hello. I'm Trooper SJP. I just did a roll because this is like the alpha. So first off, this is the alpha of the new edition of Twilight 2000. How exciting is that? We got to play it. We get to play it with you. And I was like, oh, whenever your buddy, because that's one of the mechanics that you have a person who's your buddy, gets injured, you have to take a stress roll. I succeeded because Hunter got leg shot earlier, but I'm okay. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't die right before 1 year before retiring.
You're just looking for a chance to
It's fine.
It was a pleasure being your buddy, by the way.
Right. Oh, so good. So this was what a lovely crew of people to play with. That was so great. Rudy, thank you. I know that Rudy was up until inappropriate times because I was also up at inappropriate times.
I just suddenly there would be a die roll as we were randomizing our characters.
And the system here, what's really cool about it for people. I think the Kickstarter's over.
Yeah, the Kickstarter's over, but I think you can still go get a copy of it through whatever the backer kit or whatever.
So think about it. But there's like a really cool, short, quick character creation system. But there's also a whole life path system where you can sort of like roll through and figure out what your character has done, like from the time they're kids all the way to like when the war breaks out. So that's really neat and fun. And there's a lot of really neat role-playing stuff in there. So if you like a really good a game that mixes sort of RP and tactical stuff, I would say yes. You can find me at Trooper SJP on Twitch. I do a lot of RPGs. I'm in RPGs in a lot of other places. I usually run something once a week on mine. We're right now in break. I'll be running Cthulhu Confidential, which is 1 player, 1 GM.
Hell yeah. I love that game.
So good. The last 3 Saturdays of January and then February, I'll be starting up with season 3 of City of Light and Shadow, which is a French resistance campaign, sort of gritty, using fate, with great players, and that's on Friday evenings. Come to watch us. And I also play video games on my channel. You can find my schedule. But when I say play video games, what I mean is that the video game start screen is visible for like an hour while we talk about everything in the world instead of playing. But come hang out with us. And you can find me at Academic Foxhole on Twitter, where I'm not understanding the concept of 240 characters, just make super long tweet threads about whatever. So that's me. This was so wonderful and lovely. And thank you, unMadeGaming. Thank you to everybody who donated. And also thank you to everyone for embracing the 80s hair metal moment.
Michael, hello?
That's me.
Are you here?
I'm back.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. This was awesome. Thank you so much. Rudy, thank you for coming to me with this idea. I really appreciate that. This was super cool. We run a lot of Free League here on the channel, and so I am always a fan of having more of it. And to have this game showcased while it's still in the alpha is pretty damn cool. And thank you to the cast for jumping on board here. It was kind of last minute. I think I approached all of you maybe 2 weeks ago and said, hey, you're going to be in a show. And you all said, okay. So here you are, and everyone who watched this and consumed our ridiculous content here, I appreciate you for being here and for raising over $1,000 for charity for Extra Life.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We definitely gave away a bunch of cool stuff from Sly Flourish, some stuff from Easy Roller Dice, and some stuff from Die Hard Dice, which was super cool of all of them. So big shout outs there. And this campaign for Extra Life is going to be ongoing for the next few weeks. So if you'd like, by all means, feel free to spam all the links everywhere in chats, in your various Discords, etc., ad nauseum. And that's it. That's all I got. Thank you all for being here. We will see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.